But, the Chargers team that the Jaguars had to play at home 8 weeks ago is not the Chargers team that the Broncos are going to get to play at home coming up this week. And when you have a short schedule to begin with, there's only 17 opportunities to lose or make up ground, then, man, we complain about an NBA guy tanking, load management. I get it. The quarterback position is so important. To be honest, if the Jags had things sewn up and were guaranteed at least the 3 seed with only an outside shot of moving up, wouldn't be opposed to sitting players myself. Chargers look at the landscape and go to New England, go to Jacksonville. We're going to have to go on the road, 3 times anyway. So let's make sure our trigger man is healthy. And so there'll be no Justin Herbert for the Chargers against the Broncos. So I think you can just about pencil in the Broncos for the top seed. Be careful. Be careful, Denver. Those Houston Texans, if they win at Baltimore, Pittsburgh, depending, that's going to be, again, the prospects of a Jags-Texans AFC Championship game is certainly realistic. Not the favorite right now. Not with both the Patriots and Broncos set up to win this weekend. But we got to take care of business here at home. We're going to treat this week with the importance that it brings. We live for these weeks here at 1010XL. Live for them. Live for this time of year. So glad more and more of you are along for the ride. And again, we're going to blitz the bank with ticket giveaways once an hour, every hour. Listen for that cue to text. You'll hear it during one of the commercial breaks, and then I don't think it's an immediate announcement, righty?
Right.
We got a text line sorter. They go through the different the different times. We'll have a drawing for all those. It's going to be hard to read comments off the text line today, I suppose.
Yeah, I know, right?
Especially in those moments. So, blitz the bank. Good luck to all of you out there. I'll be at the stadium on Sunday. ET will be at the stadium on Sunday. Hick will be at the stadium on Sunday, and I'm hoping about 66,000 of our closest friends will be there as well. All right, Tony Baselli going to join us today. Time to check in with the Jaguars top gun, or at least one of them. Tony's got to be just absolutely, for the competitive part, the football part has got to be absolutely just walking on cloud 9. And, man, it has opened up here for something really special to happen this year. Tony's perspective in the organization of being a Jaguar who was here for the most successful segment of Jags history, those 4 in a row. His input, his experience, those come into play here as we get set to transition from regular season football to postseason football. Now, Liam Cohen said last week he had gone out of his way, or at least it hadn't even come up, the prospects of the postseason. Still dealing with his guys week to week, and this week's another example. There are things that you can improve on out of each and every week. And while they have racked up 7 straight wins, more on that later this hour, the motivation has been week to week. It was small market one week. It was this the other. I'm sure he used the Pro Bowl snub a week ago. He's managed to find these edges along the way. The Jags now are, let's drop the curtain of pretense here. There's nothing under the radar about this football team. That's a fact. Doesn't necessarily mean they believe in you, but guess what? Just about all of us have opinions of 10, 12 teams we don't necessarily believe in. No one's sitting here today believing in the Steelers or the Ravens or the Chargers or a lot of teams, quite frankly. The Bills, the Eagles, there are good football teams that people necessarily wouldn't put their last dollar on winning the Super Bowl. It doesn't mean, though, that you're, quote, under the radar. And the Jaguars aren't. We'll get hectic a little bit later this morning and find out just where we stand. We might sit at number 5, but you're a top 5 football team with a week to go. You own victories over what could very likely be the top seeds in each conference. You earn those wins on the road. Yeah. A fun chat with Tony Baselli coming up this morning at 7:30. Meanwhile, back to Cohen, and maybe time to shift the message.
Yeah, we haven't had any of those conversations. I agree with what you're saying. I've felt that 2018 we played the Dallas Cowboys in a playoff game, which was my first ever playoff game experience in the National Football League. And I felt from the box a different speed, physicality, all of that in a playoff game versus a regular season game in a lot of ways. Now, I think that the last X amount of games have been, in a lot of ways, around the league, you watch playoff caliber type games, not quite there. I mean, you watch that Rams Seahawks game last week or whatever it was. That was a playoff football game. And you watch a lot of these games around the league. And so I think it's trending that way towards the end of the season as you're playing meaningful games in December and January. And this week for us will be no different. I mean, we're playing for a division. We're obviously playing for a number of things. And for us to go and execute at the level we need to, it needs to be trending towards playoff football. And I think a lot of these guys will understand that this week.
Shoot, we played in that game already. We did it 2 weeks ago. You can't feel more playoff in the regular season than that Broncos-Jaguars game felt. That place was rocking. It took the tone of a playoff game where they kind of measured each other's body blows for the first, half of a quarter or quarter. So, the Jaguars themselves, you don't have to look at Seattle and the Rams for your example. I mean, we had a practical example of what playoff football feels like when the Jags went to Mile High just a couple of weeks ago, one of 7 straight wins. You think back to that disappointing fourth quarter against the Houston Texans. Good for the Jags on not letting that define them and ruin their season. The Texans have not lost since then. So you've had no margin for error. That a win allowed the Texans to get back to within a game behind you. They still had the Chiefs and the all these games on their schedule that were losable. You felt you were okay, but you weren't. You didn't have any wiggle room. And so just as that 19-point comeback perhaps catapulted Houston, boy, the 19-point collapse may have done the same thing here. Liam Cohen speaks to that. You'll hear from him coming up next. Monday Night Football last night, and it's just another example of the NFL, and you never know. This game wasn't catastrophic for the Rams, but it was for another team, believe it or not. So we'll get into that storyline a little bit as well. Loaded up here on a Tuesday. The Blitz The Bank promotion is underway here at your home for the Jaguars. 1010XL and 92.5 FM. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on The Drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Get national insight from a local legend.
I know exactly who this man is.
Mike Duraco.
And we get his insight every Thursday from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today with Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony. Written by Lee and Kate's Glass on 1010XL. Now, the Randy Marion Cadillac Drive of the Game. Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville. Drive to the game in luxury with Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville.
Although down to start the second half, the captain showed no fear, and neither would the troops. In the third quarter, Lawrence led the Cats on an 8-play, 81-yard drive, capped off by a Lawrence touchdown, making the score 14-10 with 7:26 left in the quarter. The 2-minute drive is your Randy Marion Cadillac Drive of the Game.
Attention small business owners. Did you know you can get 100% tax deduction on a brand new Cadillac?
That's right. Choose your new Cadillac and qualify for a 2025 tax deduction of up to 100% of the purchase price.
There's never been a better time to own a Cadillac and drive your business forward in style.
Visit Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard in Jacksonville today for incredible deals and expert advice.
Don't miss your chance. Experience the luxury you deserve and the savings you need.
Plus tax tag title, $9.99 admin fee and resistol on approved credit.
This is Mark Nato. My son Justin injured his hand playing baseball for JU. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist performed surgery just a few days later, and within 5 weeks, he was cleared to play in the ASUN baseball tournament. Our family has trusted Southeast Orthopedic Specialists for years. For any orthopedic injury, let Southeast Orthopedic Specialists take care of you too.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
I open the door and take you inside the locker room to get you closer to the field, the players and coaches you care about.
Get a look at Hayes' blog on 1010XL.com.
My blog is brought to you by Roland Reese Plumbing,
where quality and experience count.
Blitz.
How good is that? How good is that?
Bang.
How good is that?
Text Blitz to 641-1010 now.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Coach Campo here, and I just want to tell you about the best pizza I've had right here in Duval, and that's Tony D's Pizza. Tony works hard to make every slice perfect. If you love pizza like I do, you need to go to Tony D's, Bay Meadows and 295.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just the job, but an experienced, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
The best financial move you can make this time of year? How about lowering your mortgage rate to 4.99% fixed APR, the lowest rate in years? How about getting up to $500,000 out of your home equity in the process? You can do it now by calling Loan Pronto. Hey, it's Prosser here, and with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can get a ton of cash, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and skip up to 2 house payments. One homeowner just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. Wiped out their credit cards and 2 car loans, saved $2,100 a month. So don't wait. No hard credit pull up front, and you probably won't even need an appraisal. Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Act now. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Start the new year by wiping out your high-interest debt. 904-999-1508. And you can see how much cash you can get today. That's loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, APR for well-qualified buyers. Visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the Botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said, "Gone boating." But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations, Julington Creek, Jack's Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine, and over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing, or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the Botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Obviously, it's a long season to play, and you never know exactly how it's going to play out, but we have all the confidence in the world in our locker room that it should be us. So we got to go and finish the job next week. We need our fans to come out and support and make it a great atmosphere, tough atmosphere to play in for Tennessee. And yeah, obviously, it's a huge game, division game against the Titans to win the AFC South. I mean, it's huge. So we know what we got to do, and we got to have a great week of prep and put a good plan together.
There's certain kind of foundations of overall regular season success. If you're going to be a playoff team, a couple of things happen almost exclusively. And I'm sure if we went down the list of this year's playoff participants, most of them are going to check these 2 boxes, okay? If you're going to make the playoffs in the NFL, if you just start with these 2 things, you're ahead of the game. And until you get to a point where these 2 things fall regularly in your favor, you're constantly going to be treading water, okay? You got to win your division games. You play 6 of them. It's a big part of your schedule. A win over the Titans, the Jags will finish 5-1 in the division. Mission accomplished. You have to win your home games. You have to regularly, at the end of the year, be 8-1 at home, 8-0, 7-2, 9-0. You have to be a dominant home football team, growing a fan base and a season ticket base that's sold out, and every weekend as an event comes, with the territory. Meanwhile, we'll blitz the bank today. You listen for those cues to text to be a chance to get 2 tickets to this weekend's game. But win division games, win home games. Those are 2 kind of nails in the coffin for this team this year, because if they win on Sunday, mission accomplished on both fronts. They'll finish 7-2 at home, but one of those was a home loss in London. So when it comes to actually protecting that turf that sits downtown in the middle of Jacksonville, Florida, it will be a 7-1 season. You go 7-1 at home, you're a playoff team almost every year. And they'll be 5-1 in the division. Also, 5-1, 6-0 in the division. 4-2 is usually good enough, but you go 5-1, 6-0 in the division. You go 7-2, 7-1, 8-1 at home. You're going to be in the mix. And this year, the Jags are more than in the mix, safe to say. So we take you back to Sunday, November 9th. It's a while ago now. It coincides with the last time the Jaguars lost a football game. And, boy, it didn't look like they were going to lose, did it? With 5 minutes, with a minute 33. Excuse me. With a minute 33 to go, Travis Etienne went up the middle for 6 yards, touchdown, 29-10 Jaguars. They go for 2. It falls incomplete, and the Jags lead the Texans 29-10 heading into fourth quarter. The score remained 29-10 until there were 12 minutes to go. They let the Texans go on a long drive. Davis Mills hits a touchdown. They hit the 2-pointer. That's okay. We're fine. 12 minutes to go, up 11. Jaguars get the ball. Etienne left tackle, 5 yards. Etienne up the middle for -4. Trevor Lawrence sacked. Offense, punt. Texans get the ball. Take over with 10 minutes to go. 22 yards for Nico Collins all the way to the Jaguars' 29. 5-yard pass. 10-yard run. 1st and 10 at the 14. An incompletion. A short pass. And then, 7-yard touchdown. Dalton Schultz. It's 29-24. They go for 2 again. Again, they fail. The Jags now 29-24. There's 7.5 minutes to go. Jaguars get the ball. Trevor Lawrence scrambles. Has to go out of bounds left side. Etienne, left tackle, 3 yards. Trevor Lawrence under duress. Pass incomplete. Punt. Houston gets the ball. 6 minutes to go. But punt pins them. Take over at their own 7. Incomplete. 3rd and 10 at the 7. You give up the 20-yarder. Then they just are picking it up in chunks. 5-yard run, 6-yard run, 5-yard run, 7-yard pass. 3 minutes to go now. 12-yard run down to the Jaguars' 38-yard line. Still 2:48 to go. 7-yard run, incompletion. Now we're past the 2-minute, 3rd and 3. They complete it with a 6-yarder. Jarian Jones, pass interference. 1st and goal from the 2. 2nd and goal from the 14. You let Davis Mills scramble in. Just 31 seconds to go. 2-point attempt fails. But Jags get the ball again. 31 seconds to go. Trevor sacked. Scrambles for a 21-yarder. Then you get a 10-yard penalty. Sack, fumble recovery. Somehow you get outscored 26-0 in the 4th. It springboarded Houston for sure. They haven't lost since. They're going to be the 5 seed most likely. But at the same time, for the Jaguars, sent a message received, a message that's been acted on with 7 straight wins.
Honesty, real conversations. I think credit all of us, players, coaches, everybody in here, looking ourselves in the mirror and having some honest evaluations and conversations and taking that information, coaching points, reflection, whatever it is, and doing something with it and doing something about it. So I won't get into too many of the actual conversations and details that occurred, but it was at multiple different positions, multiple different sides of ball. We just needed to have some honest conversations about what we really wanted this thing to look like at the end of the day, and credit this team for being honest with themselves, with each other, and coming together because of it. I mean, so many times we learn and grow in life through hard stuff, hard things, hard times.
And we've talked about hard conversations were had between Liam Cohen and the superstars of his team, and they've responded. Not just Trevor. Josh Hines-Allen's had a much more productive second half of the year. Going to need that pass rush in the playoffs. We talked about we're a complete team. If there's one area we're subpar, it's getting to the quarterback. Don't have enough sacks. Might pressure some. That helps. The defense overall, it's a bottom line business, have survived, heck, thrived without huge sack totals. But, man, if we had a defense that was getting to the other guy 3, 4, 5 times a game, and perhaps in the postseason, we'll see some of that. All right, y'all stay tuned for the Blitz. We're blitzing the bank this week. We'll be running what we call sounders, promos you'll hear in the break. They'll give you a cue to text, and hopefully, good luck. You'll win 2 tickets to the game this weekend. Tony Baselli joins us this morning at 7:30. We've got the Tuesday morning running back with Fred Taylor. We pushed the Doring Report back to tomorrow. Doesn't mean that there's not news happening in Gainesville. And so I'll take it to break with this tease. I sure hope John Summerall knows what he's doing. Or maybe it's Dave Caldwell. That and more when we return. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on The Drill.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. He watches the coach's film to find the things you might have missed. Jeff Lockeman checks the tape for you. Tuesdays during football season on Jaguars Today. Inspected by Napa Auto Care on 1010XL.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. Now that Christmas is over, it's time to treat your truck. Head to Leonard Truck Outfitters, where you can turn that Christmas cash or gift cards into the perfect truck upgrade. Whatever your truck needs, Leonard has it. If Santa didn't quite get it, go fix it at Leonard Truck Outfitters. Or maybe you did get exactly what you wanted, and now it's time to add even more. 2 locations, Landing and Beach Boulevard. Leonard Truck Outfitters, built for the way you work, play, and drive.
It's December. You need cash. You also need a new Kia Fast. At Kia on Atlantic, you can get both because it's our year-end cash bash. And during the Kia Season of New Tradition sales event, make no payments for up to 6 months. Or take advantage of 0% APR. Hurry and get to the year-end cash bash. Online at KiaOnAtlantic.com. Kia on Atlantic, your coastal Kia connection. For complete details, call 904-250-0587.
When the unexpected happens, you shouldn't have to face it alone. I'm Chris Campione, and at Campione Law, we're here to fight for you. Whether it's an auto accident or a slip and fall, our Jacksonville team takes care of every detail, from investigating the incident to securing multi-million-dollar verdicts, so you can focus on getting better. And remember, you don't pay a dime unless we win your case. Our commitment is 24/7, bringing you the real support from real people who really care. Campione Law, your dedicated partners in justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione, Campione Law.
When all you have is a hammer, everything is a nail. I'm Dr. George Bari, and like me, I know you have been bombarded with PRP and stem cell treatments from companies that promise the world and charge prices to match. Or the surgeon that convinced you the only way to treat your injuries through surgery. At Bari Orthopedics, we offer the best PRP treatment on the market with prices that won't cost you an arm and a leg. We also have the expertise to treat your injury surgically, if that is what it entails. We can discuss all surgical and non-surgical options with you and make sure you get the best treatment available. Come see me, Dr. George Bari at Bari Orthopedics.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband-wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com.
Do you want to grow your career with a company that's committed to growing with you? Florida Home AC has aggressive plans to double their workforce, and they're looking for determined, resourceful people with initiative. Just log on to FloridaHomeAC.com/careers to find out more.
Hey guys, if you messed up by getting her a robot vacuum cleaner for Christmas, Beard's Diamonds can get you out of the doghouse. Now through New Year's weekend, you can still get that stunning piece of jewelry and save up to 44%. Everything's included: rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, bands, all the gifts women love every day of the year. But hurry, this amazingly popular offer ends January 3rd at 5 p.m. and will not be extended. And if you're planning that New Year's weekend proposal, we've got you covered with a great selection of ready-to-wear diamond rings starting as low as $795. It's been a fantastic year at Beards, and we're so grateful for your business and your trust. In a sea of mega corporate chain jewelers, we're honored to be the only one that's locally owned in the town center. We are proud to be a part of this amazing community, and you can count on us again in 2026 to deliver the highest quality jewelry at the guaranteed best value, with the service and attention you can only get from an independent jeweler that's been around nearly 45 years. Happy New Year from Beard's Diamonds.
Your home deserves more than just another coat of paint. It deserves quality that lasts. At First Coast Paint, you'll find premium Benjamin Moore products, trusted advice, and the local experts who help you get it right the first time. Whether it's your living room, your porch, or your whole house, First Coast Paint brings your paint project to life. Stores in St. John's and St. Augustine. One name Jacksonville trusts. Mention 1010XL for 10% off. First Coast Paint. Simply superior paint.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, slow your roll. It's time for Jeff's Gator Growl. Brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
All right, it's a fair question to ask. I'm getting a little bit nervous. What's going on in Gainesville, man? I hope John Summerall knows what he's doing here. Anyone that would take over a football team could look at the roster and identify two of the most important three guys on the football team. Two of the best players on the team are Jaden Ball, the running back. We know all about him, and he's in the portal. Will he ultimately stay with the Gators? Who knows? Apparently they met with him last week. Well, now you learn that Jaden Woods, a fantastic freshman defender, was a big get on the recruiting trail for Billy Napier last year as a true freshman. He came on, he was a freshman All-American. He was SEC All-Freshman. He had 3.5 sacks. He made a big play, started a number of games, and yesterday announces he's headed into the portal. So you're the face of your franchise, your best-known player, DJ Lagway, the quarterback, and your arguably two best players. Now, perhaps on defense, Ball is among a good group. Listen, because they announced intention to go into the portal doesn't mean that they can't return. Does mean they give up that scholarship. Now, in a case of guys like Ball and Woods, that wouldn't matter. You're going to have to react if they go somewhere else. And, they lost Trey Wilson, another good player. But the portal works both ways, and all we're getting right now from the orange and blue side are the defections, and it's not just the number, and we're up to like 24 or 25, but you're really now starting to dip into what was the elite talent on a substandard roster, and those two young guys on each side of the football, Jaden Ball and Jaden Woods would be big pieces to a quick turnaround for Summerall and his staff. So we'll see. Guys haven't necessarily gone somewhere else yet. I guess the word on Lagway, Baylor, is starting to come into play. DJ Lagway's dad, I think, is a Baylor grad, and that'd be a perfect place. I can tune in to Baylor Big 12 football on a Saturday afternoon at 2 and root for him. So a quarterback's going to have to be addressed, but most likely in the portal. Tramel Jones of Mandarin is certainly a part of the mix down there. But Jaden Ball and now Jaden Woods announcing intentions to leave. Now, again, I don't know if this is Summerall. You have a GM. He's Dave Caldwell, in charge of, the money and balancing the books, so to speak. You've got to be able to keep your top talent, man, especially if you're trying to get good. You can't be a feeder to the good teams. So we'll see. And, man, all rules are off when it comes to this, to the NCAA and and transfer and portal and eligibility. For the love of Pete, have you guys seen this one? Have you seen this one? College basketball is now dipping into the NBA ranks to sign guys.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's absolutely nuts. When you make the decision to eschew college and go to the NBA, that's it. You're a pro. You don't go back to college, man. Although that's always been weird. You can go play pro baseball, and then they let you play football at 28. And Chris Winke's example, win the Heisman. But you're now recruiting guys off of G League rosters? And now that dam has burst, Baylor, the first to sign a very good player. College basketball is like, wait, what? What are we doing? I saw Tom Izzo. I saw Danny Hurley. Man, we need a commissioner or something. One thing should be easy to manage. This one should be so easy to manage if you're, in charge of college sports, in this case, college basketball. This one isn't hard. We just got one rule. Yeah, you're not allowed to go get guys from the NBA. But then you also have this European professional aspect. There's a lot of guys that could come to play college after playing 2 or 3 years of professional basketball in Europe. It's just, man, we just have always assumed the NBA, and in this case, the G League, its feeder league, to be a step up, and you don't go backwards. Not in the same sport. You could argue that the professional basketball leagues in Europe would lose to the top American college teams. It's not the same thing. But, man, it is a wild landscape overall in college sports. And suddenly it's very uneasy about the speed of recovery in Gainesville when the few real true assets you have in hand, you may very well not have in hand, checks watch, in about a week. So, and if it comes down to just money, and I assume it does, I don't know why it wouldn't. Either that or some roles come in and everyone's like, I hate this dude. And that doesn't seem to be his MO at all. That's not his reputation at all. But, yeah, anxious times and maybe just be a complete rebuild, man. Any and every. We got to start over from scratch with who we're identifying and how we're going to spend the money. And so, if somebody's going to pay Jaden Woods $3.2 million, sorry, Jaden, we can't. Okay. I would suggest you can. Somebody go find the money and that you do. But we'll see. The Doring Report tomorrow, so get a little more intel on that. Gator basketball team, one last chance to tune up before it gets a lot more serious. Now, in Florida's case, they don't need a bunch of tests. They've had a bunch already. Unfortunately, for the Gators, they failed them all, at least according to the scoreboard, with losses to Duke, UConn, Arizona, and even one to a team that you should have beaten, TCU, or at least you were a pretty heavy favorite. Florida last night took on Dartmouth. That should be a perfect game for Xavier Lee because they come down from the Ivy League. He had 33 against them last year, his career high. Lee's progress seems to be the main storyline in Gainesville, doesn't it? Boogie Flan hadn't exactly set the world on fire, but Lee's shooting, particularly from three-point land, has been concerning. Now, again, these little tune-up games where he's gotten his feet under him, that's not going to be the test. The test is to step up in competition, test that didn't pass the eye test against Duke, UConn, and Arizona in particular. But last night, one last chance just to enjoy an easy 22-point victory. The scoring was well displaced. Condon at 17, Shinyelu another double-double, 13 and 12. Boogie had 10. Xavier Lee, 12 points last night. 1 for 3 from 3. Klajar came off the bench, hit a couple of three-pointers. Really, the story for the Florida Gators in the second half of the year is pretty bold. They're terrible shooting threes. And in this offense and in today's college basketball, like 348 out of 360 in college hoops, 28.5%. Last night against Dartmouth at home, 5 for 18, 28%. Monday Night Football, and the Falcons win, and it damn near kills the Bucs. I'll explain when we return. You're listening to The Drill, 1010XL, 92.5 FM. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update, brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
NHL hockey, the Florida Panthers hosting the Montreal Canadiens tonight. Panthers 21-15-2. Canadiens are 20-12-6 in this contest. The Panthers are minus 137 home favorites. Canadiens at plus 114. The over-under at 6.5 goals. Miami basketball, they get back at today as they play their first ACC game of the year. They are hosting Pitt. Miami goes in as a 10.5-point favorite. Over-under at 147.5. Speaking of Miami athletics, Miami football getting set for their next game in the college football playoff tomorrow night against Ohio State. Ohio State favored by 9.5.
Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keysofprogress.com.
I'm Matt Pauley. This has been your action update on 1010XL.
The holidays are coming, and so is your family. Is your septic system ready?
Honey, why is the yard bubbling?
Dad, the dog's swimming in the septic tank.
That's one way to greet the in-laws.
Don't let a septic disaster be the highlight of your holiday dinner. Call Duck Duck Rooter today and get it fixed before Uncle Bob finds out the hard way. Duck Duck Rooter, your local septic experts. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. DuckDuckRooter.com.
Ready to upgrade your home? It's Renewal by Anderson's 31-day sale. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. But this offer expires December 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
All gas, no brake. That's what the Jags have been lately. If you're going to use that fuel, you may as well be saving at the pump. And it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. When you become a new member of the Shell Fuel Rewards program, you'll save 10 cents per gallon on your first fill, 20 cents per gallon on your second, and then 30 on your third. Get everyday savings. At Shell, members get more rewards, savings, and special offers. Offer valid through 12/31/26 at participating Shell locations. Offer must be redeemed within 60 days of registration. Limit 20 gallons. Restrictions apply.
You don't think this would be a good moment to text somebody?
There's never a bad moment to share your opinion on the 1010XL text line. Designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Share your opinion
As soon as possible.
at 641-1010.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care? Totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Awaken 180 weight loss. Awaken 180 weight loss. Hacker here for the best weight loss program that I've ever been on. You know, I hear some of my friends telling me about this medication they're on, or that medication they're on, or this shot they're taking. And I stop them and say, well, wait a minute. I lost over 100 pounds doing it the all-natural way with Awaken 180 weight loss. There was no medications. There was no shot once a week. There was the coaching I received from Awaken 180. There's the plan they put me on, and you see the results. Over 100 pounds of weight loss in less than a calendar year. The coaching I got was phenomenal. Not only did it help me lose the weight, it's helping me keep the weight off now that I'm in the maintenance program. Awaken 180 is the best weight loss program I've ever been on, and I tried them all. Go to awaken180weightloss.com, awaken180weightloss.com, or call 844-346-1800.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If
If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code HEAT to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code HEAT for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code HEAT for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, we're back here on the drill. Today is December 30th.
LeBron's birthday.
It's also Tiger Woods' birthday.
Yeah.
It's a monumental one, though, for Tiger. Nifty 50 for Tiger Woods.
Wow.
By the way, makes him eligible for the Champions Tour. We'll see.
Oh, senior.
The senior, what used to be called the Senior Tour, the Champions Tour now. But Tiger Woods, 50 years old, man. Boy, it seems like yesterday he was wearing clothes that were 2 sizes too big.
Baggy, yeah.
Fist pumping after another just cut your heart out performance, man. To see that cat in his prime, I'm not sure all of them, Brady and Jordan and all of them, I'm not sure anyone just
dominant.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's an individual sport, man. It's hard.
Missed the time.
It's hard to dominate those things, man. It is individual sport. You never any help, never any backup. But one mistake here against a whole field if they don't make it. It was fun to watch. 50 years old for Tiger Woods, in case you need to feel a little bit older this morning. We had a potential big injury in the NBA last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Joker, who, by the way, if you're not paying attention, is just doing the same old Joker stuff, leading the league in triple-doubles, leads the league in rebounds. This dude's 6'11".
Leads the league in assists.
And he leads the league in assists. But he's set for an MRI after a trip to South Beach went south. He limped off the court at halftime of a loss to the Heat, injured his left knee with about 3 seconds to go before the break. Not on the court in the second half. He'll have an MRI today. So they know something's wrong. They don't know exactly what. I tell you what, though, he probably the most, I don't know, he and Duncan, there's some Duncan vibe there.
Absolutely, yeah.
He's just kind of boring, right? He's never really, not going to be on he's shooting these set shots from the ball behind his head, but just draining them, just does everything. What an unbelievable, undeniable talent, and could be on the shelf for a while after an injury last night in South Florida. Watching the Falcons jump out to a 21-0 lead and knowing the ramifications. I thought to myself, something I later heard on ESPN, this is the most NFC South thing ever. So the Falcons were 6-9 last week. They were 4-9 and eliminated from the playoffs weeks ago, right? The Bucks and the Panthers were both, skimming along, couple games over 500. I guess for the Panthers, as we said yesterday, 4-3, 4-4, 5-4, 5-5, 6-5, 6-6. So, and the Bucks have been in total free fall. They've lost 8 out of 10, 7 out of 8, 4 in a row. They're terrible, and it's set up for a winner-take-all division battle. And the Falcons won a game, and the Falcons won. And then suddenly we learned yesterday. Oh, by the way, there's an asterisk to that Bucks Panthers game. It's not as simple as winner take all. The Falcons have to lose one of their last two, or they will come from 4-9 to 8-9. We'll make it a 3-way tie for the division lead, and the Panthers would win that. So even if the Falcons beat the Saints, it won't even matter if the Panthers lose to the Bucks. That's what the Rams. Where did that come from? Bottom line, choke against Atlanta last night equals. It doesn't really affect the Rams. Sean McVay, by the way. Fire up the band. We got a football fix. It's brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin and the home course, the Jointed Creek Golf Club. Sean McVay has already come out and said, we'll play our starters next week. They are without Devontae Adams, but still, Atlanta jumped them 21-0. Matthew Stafford was not MVP-ish at all. Had 3 interceptions last night. And the Falcons, man, you want to talk about a weird team. The Falcons are a weird team. And they are just trust me, from a couple perspectives, a guy who Falcons and NFC South historian. The South is weird. They go through a process where one team can't beat the other and the other beats the other one all the time. One team will win their last 7 to win the division. You can have an 8-9 record and win the division. It is just the topsiest, turviest, and now to introduce this fly into the ointment, where now the Bucs not only have to beat the Panthers, but the Falcons have to lose to the Saints. And here we are, the Panthers and Bucs playing for the NFC South title, and the two best teams in the NFC South right now are the Saints and the Falcons. They're both red hot. They're both beating decent teams. The Falcons had a 5-game losing streak in the middle of the year, and it just killed them. They lost their opener, though, by 3 to the Bucs. They got blown out at Miami. They lost at New England by a point when they couldn't get an extra point. They lost to the Colts when they blew a fourth-quarter lead. They lost at home to the Panthers by 3. Missed field goals there hurt them. They lost at the Jets by 3. Now they've turned around. They've won 3 in a row, including a win over the Rams. Again, it doesn't really affect the Rams that much. Once they were out of that division race, they're going on the road one way or the other. And we talked about this yesterday. These teams don't seem to care much who they play. See the Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego. We get the news yesterday. Take the 1 seed out of play because the Chargers are going to lay it down against the Broncos. I mean, at least on paper. You never know. Trey Lance gets an opportunity. They're going to sit Justin Herbert. I'm sure from the Chargers' perspective, you're like, I got to go to New England. I got to go to Jacksonville. I don't find those challenges to be much different. They are much different if I don't have Justin Herbert, who's been beaten and battered for a lot of the year. So they'll sit him, they'll rest him, they'll try and get him healthy, and it means the Broncos have a much easier path to wrapping up that number 1 overall seed. Ravens now say Lamar's status against the Steelers is TBD, to be determined. That was kind of a shocker, wasn't it, the other night when the Ravens went into Green Bay, a Packers team that could have used that win.
Right.
Going into the weekend, I mean, again, it's the NFL. See last night, 27-24, but that North was going to be decided if one of two things happened. A Lamarless Ravens team loses at Green Bay, and it didn't happen, or the Steelers beat the lowly Browns. Didn't happen. And so now they'll play for the division, and suddenly LeBron's status is at least back up in the air. Sometimes you get the quotes that just aren't necessary. I mean, overboard humility isn't humility at all. Andy Reid asked about his plans to return as the Chiefs coach next season. You know what he said?
What did he say?
If they'll have me back.
Bruh.
I think you're good. Yeah, I just checked. I think you're good. We talked about Brian Flores yesterday on the program, a job that he's done on the Vikings sideline as defensive coordinator. Vikings have also noticed, say they hope to retain the DC after the year. I'm with Hick on that one. That looks like a man who you'd be well served to hire as your head coach. And meanwhile, here's the expectations. Jonathan Gannon of the Cardinals, he's their head coach on his job status. I feel good about it. About the unemployment benefits in the NFL, maybe? That feels like an organization needs a coach and quarterback change. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Oh, we're blitzing the bank all week. Listen for your cues to text as we go through the broadcast day here on 1010XL. You're home for the Jaguars. Hick and Arrival and more come your way next. Tony Baselli, bottom of the 7 o'clock hour, 7:30. We'll talk to the big fella. Tuesday morning running back with Fred Taylor early in the 8 o'clock hour. All that and more on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This Sunday, we blitz the bank. All week long, listen for the Blitz the Bank sounder and text the keyword BLITZ for your shot at tickets to see the Jags take down the Titans. 641-1010. It's a Jags ticket blitz. Let's fill the seats and blitz the bank. It's an all-out blitz all week on 1010XL. Or buy tickets now at jaguars.com/tickets.
Make Honda of the Avenues your first stop for award-winning customer service and world-class Honda vehicles. Our inventory is larger than ever, which means we have the perfect Honda waiting for you. Plus, at Honda of the Avenues, we always put our customers first, making the car buying experience fun, fast, and easy. You'll always find great deals on our huge selection of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, all prepped and ready for a test drive. Come see just how different car buying can be at Honda of the Avenues today. Stop by or shop from home at HondaoftheAvenues.com. Proud sponsor of Sporting Jacks.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Imagine waking up this time next week and being 100% debt-free. No credit cards, no car loan, no personal loan. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto's Equity Express line of credit can make it happen. Homeowners are turning their home equity into cash almost instantly. With Loan Pronto's AI-based system, you can get approval in about 10 minutes with almost no documentation, no appraisal, and no hassle. You can get hundreds of thousands of dollars out of your home. Use that money to pay off all your other loans. The average homeowner saves over $850 a month doing this. Listen, your home value is way up. You can use that to wipe out all those credit cards and more. Get some money for home improvement. Literally hundreds of thousands are at your fingertips. And approval is just minutes away. So call now, 904-999-1508. 904-999-1508. That's loanpronto.com. Take that cash that you're living in and put it to use. NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, equal housing lender.
It's the best time of year for sports. Bowl games, basketball matchups, playoff pushes, it's all happening at once. And while you and I are out here making decisions every day, what gifts to buy, what to eat, which games to watch, there's one place where it feels good to be right. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code 1010XL to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code 1010XL to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Frank Frangie here for Coil Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports moments. Just recently, Cam Little was good from 68 yards to set an NFL field goal record. You know who else goes the distance? The team at Coil Fencing. Coil is A-plus rated with the Better Business Bureau and has been serving the Jacksonville community for nearly 100 years. From sleek aluminum fencing your HOA will love to tough chain link for your commercial project. Coil does it all. Visit CoilJacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com. Coil Fencing, partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey, Jacksonville Hicken here. I've been around the block or two, and Checkmate Coatings is who I'd call for my own place. They're my new MVP for stunning, long-lasting floors.
Brendan here with Checkmate Coatings. No massive overhead means top prices on top-quality pool decks, driveways, garages, and patios, too.
Visit CheckmateCoatings.com today. Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Frank Frangie here for Stanley Pools. If you're dreaming of putting in a pool this year, choosing the right company is the most important decision you'll make. I've trusted Stanley Pools to build my pool, renovate my pool, and maintain my pool. Stanley Pools has been the best in the business since 1988, and they're still family-owned. Call them today at 904-269-7277 or find them online at StanleyPoolsFL.com. That's Stanley Pools, a family tradition of fine swimming pools.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Zero Res. NFL Network's Rich Eisen heaped praise on Jag QB Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence is playing exactly like we thought he could.
Florida rolled Dartmouth Monday evening, but the real story was the boards, where the Gators dominated with Alex Condon leading 5 players in double figures. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson. Currently it's 6:59 and it's 40 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Gone way too soon. You know it! Gosh, you can sing. Never gets old.
Do your thing, bro.
Clock strikes on the hour and the sun begins to fade.
You go, Whitney. R.I.P. Yeah, I would have said Mariah Carey on this one. I would have missed it.
Oh, no.
Another great voice, though.
Yeah. Whitney put out that one album that had like 10 number one
hits after hits.
Oh, I've got your Journey story. I may have beaten it. I may have a worse one for me.
What do you mean?
Mishearing a song, thinking
worse?
a song, something. I would have died.
Journey, it was.
I would have died.
Lord.
I would have died not knowing if the movie weren't out right now. But my whole life as a little kid, I thought this song went song blue. Song blue.
Song blue.
But it's song blue. Didn't know. Was today years old when I learned that.
Was song blue?
I always thought it was song blue. No. Song blue. Peeking in my window. But it's song blue, which I literally never knew until and then I had to research. I thought, well, are they changing the just for the movie? There you go. That's pretty bad. It's in the title.
I'm going to guess you two cats did not see the very end of the Falcons-Rams.
Was there I did not. You're right. You're correct.
There were 3 pass plays that stunned me. The Falcons, to their credit, showed a resolve and grit.
Yeah.
After damn near choking away a 21-0 lead, and they were tied. They worked their way down Bijan Robinson
it was unbelievable.
Worked his way down.
Best running back in the game.
And so he gets a field goal. It's 27-24. Rams get the ball, 21 seconds to go. All right. Falcons kick off. First dumb call. They kick it into the end zone. So they don't make them waste any time. It's 21 seconds to go. So the ball goes to the 35. Matthew Stafford goes back to pass. What's the kid? Smith?
4.
The Rams, the receiver, Smith. Azili Smith, maybe. Anyway,
rookie.
He's a burner.
Okay.
Bro runs a post corner, and I mean wide open at about the Falcon 30. Wide open.
Right on brand.
I mean, is Bates your?
Bates.
He came up. Guard the. I mean,
he had the pick 6.
Yeah, just drop it in there, baby. And Matthew Stafford missed him. So it's interesting. It was Josh Allen on Sunday missing, and this one was a little bit tougher throw. But I mean, now I'm almost wondering by Stafford's reaction if the kid didn't
cut it off,
flatten it out.
Yeah,
what did he do wrong?
Yeah,
but he missed him.
Okay,
all right. And he can't. And he's can't believe surrender Cobra. 21 seconds. All right, 15. And by the way, Falcons take a timeout before every snap. They just look so. And they got talent.
It's Raheem Morris football.
They got talent.
For sure, especially on both sides. They're a good team.
Next play.
Yeah.
Next play. We go deep ball to the 10-yard line to Tutu Atwell.
Okay.
Falcon corner has dude's arm twice, one arm twice, pulling it down. They don't flag him.
Yeah. What? How did they not call that?
I don't know. I couldn't believe it.
I saw all the hubbub, but I didn't see the play.
So he has to try to catch it with one. He doesn't do it. Now there's 10 seconds left.
Okay.
All right. But there's 2 very
makeable plays.
What are you doing, Atlanta?
Atlanta-ing.
Next play. And this is the worst one. This one I give up on. You got to look at this one. Puka makes a Julio Jones Super Bowl-like catch on the sideline. Arguably to me, maybe the best catch I've ever seen.
Incredible. Well,
bro.
Until it wasn't.
Okay. Did you see it?
Yeah.
How is that not a catch?
Well, here's what happened. He had the ball in the hand, and he separated his arm from the ball.
I don't care. He had it.
Yeah.
His feet were in.
Yeah.
Then he lost it, But before he landed, he regained control.
I think before, in that process between the bobble and regaining control, they ruled him out of bounds, I suppose. I don't know. I just focus on the fact they made such a big deal that they separated his arm that I moved on from that play at that point. So I didn't. Is
that not amazing? I mean,
it was crazy. You would have never seen it with your naked eye either because he just separated. I think is that it right there?
Yeah, that's
the play. Watch the replay in there.
You got to watch from different angles.
Okay, so
all right. So here's Puka. He's got the corner right on him. He catches the back end of it. He drags his two toes on both feet. He's in.
Yeah, right. Now,
all right.
Now
he has the ball.
Now he pulls his arm away. Yeah, he may have kept it down. I don't know.
That's the catch, man.
No, wait. You're going to see an angle where he loses control, but he regains control before he hits the ground.
I'm surprised they didn't match that up.
That's a catch. Yeah. In my world,
they haven't shown the angle yet. You're going to see the angle here in a minute. He pulls his arm away from the football, so there's about 2 inches between.
For 1 second.
They're going to show it in the next angle here. This is one. Watch this. So he has it, then he pulls his arm, and it separates from the football. See that? See, see the ball's out
but
there.
But he got it back.
But then he regained it?
Yeah, I don't know.
It looked like he regained it before he got out of bounds.
It's certainly close.
Did
they call it a catch?
On the field?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ruling on the field is incomplete pass.
Oh, it is?
Oh, that's right.
Well, so that's
right.
You're
right.
Part.
I don't care, man. That's a catch. You took away a great play, bro.
Out. I don't know if he's. I don't know, Hick. I don't know if he gets it back.
In. I swear he got it back in.
Yeah, it's close for sure.
And they're all big on. Well, he has to maintain control. That's the thing. He didn't maintain. I don't care. I caught it. Now I'm in the air and I've lost it, but I'm not touching anywhere out of bounds, and I get it back. It's a catch. I don't know what a catch is and isn't. I've been saying that for years. I give up. Drives me nuts, though. God help us if it ever costs my.
Are you nervous at all about just the mass defections of the little bit of elite talent that we have in Gainesville, or is it an overreaction to see the two Jadens at the very best flickering?
Well, one's in, and Jaden Ball hasn't. Jaden Ball's still negotiating, but it's taken a while. So I'm not. What'd you say? Concerned?
Yeah,
I'd like to have them, but I hate the system.
Does this signal, okay,
Iowa State
has a rebuild. We're just going to blow it up and rebuild it with our own eyes, our own evaluation, our own money.
I think the problem is I don't understand. Again, if you want to be Ohio State, Georgia, these things don't happen. But that's all I'm saying. If you want to be, you
don't lose your best talent. I mean, the problem with Woods and Ball, you could argue, are considering maybe the two best players, maybe your best offensive and defensive player.
Woods potentially, Ball is.
But by the end of the year, 3.5 sacks, freshman All-American. It was, we didn't got a lot of those running around back there.
No.
And we'll see. And so to your point, they did meet with Ball. You're right. He said he was going to go to the portal.
I'm going to trust in my coach.
Yeah, I got you. Especially when you're 4-8.
I hate college football unless it's Saturday. I hate the fact that my guys don't give a damn about my school. It makes me sick. It doesn't mean any. Who was the kid? I think there was a kid at Iowa. I think Iowa State's down to 16 guys on their roster. They've all hit the portal.
Coach left, yeah.
And so I think it was the Iowa State kid said, I feel sorry for the kids who I wish I had the quote in front of me, but it was basically one of those, rah. I mean, if you can't, college used to be it was such a great game. It was so much for the school. It was singing the alma mater. It was
going to bowl games as a celebration.
It's fun. Yeah. Go to a bowl game with the boys. See what the swag bag is. Yeah. Hell, go to Adventure Landing.
Kennel Club.
That's where I first learned back in the day that Adam Pac-Man Jones had a few screws loose at Adventure Landing at West Virginia All-American Corner. He used bad language very loudly numerous times that made me uncomfortable. I had to walk away.
Pac-Man was a loose. Still is a loose.
Pac-Man at 18 or 20 was scary. But anyway, there's playing for your school. It's all gone. Nobody gives a damn. They don't care.
No, it don't. It's
care about
semi-pro
my school.
football.
They don't care about, cheer for the orange and blue.
No,
they don't care.
Yeah, there's no Gators even down there. We got an
They don't care
offensive line
about
coach.
They don't care in Tallahassee about.
Unless it's the drum beat of departure.
They don't care.
They want the drum beat
They
of
don't care.
departure.
They don't care.
Nah,
It's all they all care. They only care about the green. Just tell me.
Doesn't
And
help when you
listen,
don't win.
It is what it is.
All you need to know, but here's
I
another
think they
thing with
should
the
get
bowls.
paid.
I talked about this yesterday. The bowl system being hurt not just by the prestige of the bowls down if you're not in the playoff. It's worse than that. It's that the season ends now and everyone leaves.
Yeah.
Like a school like FSU in the past have been great. I mean, we get to go bowl anyway. You bring your guys back. Remember I had this line, oh, you get that extra bowl practice.
Yeah.
Well, now
Yeah.
half the roster's gone. It doesn't.
Yeah.
So there were, I don't know how many losing teams turned down bowls this offseason.
Yeah. They didn't want
A
20
handful.
practices gone.
Yeah,
or
gone.
whatever
You
it
don't
is.
even care because you're in such flux. Who are you going to? I think if they threw a practice, half the guys wouldn't show. And I think the players now, and by the way, as predicted, this dynamic of this guy makes this much is bad.
Someone said last night it's strings. Was it strings somewhere or Reddit? I can't remember. This thing's so screwed up that John Calipari makes a lot of sense. And Coach Cal got on his train for 7 minutes, and it was real. I mean, I listened to about half of it. He was good. He's passionate and, basically saying, hey, man, he goes, you put your name in the draft, you can't play college basketball. How simple is it?
Exactly.
He goes, well, Russia. What about Russia?
Yeah.
Same thing. You put your name in, you can't play. It's that simple.
Right.
It's not that hard.
Right. And this argument that players play European.
Kiss the high school kids goodbye.
Players play European professional basketball and then come to college. That's the college teams would beat those teams. That's not the same. And there's also lower levels, but it's always been weird. I mean, why should you be able to be pro baseball player and then go win the Heisman in football?
Well,
I mean, just because it's a different sport, you turn pro.
Well, it is what it is at this point.
I have an incredible Shazam spotlight to cap off this segment, and then I know you've got the Dream Finders Holmes poll question. We'll come back with a 10-minute drill. We've got the big fella, Tony Baselli.
Yeah.
The EVP,
Freddie T.
7:30 this morning. We got Freddie T as well.
Good.
Is this an alarming stat, or it just is what it is? You play the schedule in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
The 3-13 New York Giants have more wins, 2,
than the Patriots
against teams over 500 than the 13-3 New England Patriots, who at this year have beaten one team, the Buffalo Bills, who's above 500. One doesn't mean that the Patriots can't win,
right?
But there's more unknown about them. Could the Chargers go in there and beat them round one? Sure they could. By the way, it's going to be Bills, Chargers. We'll get into that. I mean, Bills, Jags. It's hard to get away from that, especially with yesterday's news, and we'll do that in the 10-minute drill. But first, let's check in with Dream Finders.
Yeah, the Dream Finders Homes poll question brought to you by Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of the Jags Gators PGA Tour, Tampa Bay Rays. Listen, gang, there are 15 different locations in the best areas.
15 of them things?
Yeah, just like
Travis Kelce. Or no, Taylor Swift's exes.
Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry at all, man.
Sorry, Trav. Go to StreetFindersHomes.com. The interest rate packages they have there are terrific. Assuming the Jags win the division, which means they win Sunday, which wild card team would you want to see at the bank next weekend? Which wild card team? Here you go. You get Houston a third time. You get Buffalo and chop down the MVP, or get the Chargers. We're in their head.
I got to think that 80% would say the Chargers.
80%. Okay.
Yeah, that's the right answer.
That's the right answer. 50.6% say the Chargers. 26% say Buffalo. 23% say Houston.
Huh. The Houston game would be more satisfying if we won.
I have more respect for the opponent's ability to beat me with the Texans than the other two.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I think the Texans are better. I'm afraid of them per se.
Right.
But even with Josh Allen, that Texans defense is on some kind of roll. They've beaten some good teams down the stretch, including us. So it's amazing how that 19-point collapse from one side and comeback from the other has springboarded both of these teams. Neither has lost since that faltering fourth quarter by the Jags.
All right, we'll take a break. Keep it rolling. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5.
Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Keep your ears open for the Q to Text promotion that we'll be running during breaks all day long here on 1010XL. You can win a pair of tickets to Blitz the Bank Sunday against the Titans.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
Just looking at these names the past few years, Matt Jones, Cecil Shorts, Justin Blackman, Ace Sanders, Allen Robinson, Rashad Green, D.D. Westbrook, DJ Chark, Laviska Shenault, all Jags receivers who were drafted, and Parker Washington. And I was just wondering, is Parker Washington the best receiver draft pick the Jags have ever made? Could you make that case? I mean, at least in the last, 20 years. I mean, might he be? Everybody might say, well, Brian Thomas Jr. And I would say, yeah, you're right, but not this year. Maybe in the long run, Brian Thomas Jr. will be better, but at this point, Parker Washington playing better football, 2 straight 100-yard games. I mean, it's been terrific for the Jags. Maybe a bit of a reach, but certainly something to consider.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Some people just can't get enough football.
Could we cut to the chase?
It's the Terminix Kickoff Show. Live from Tailgaters Parking, 5 hours before kickoff. Presented by Campione Law and American Electrical Contracting on 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, gang, listen up. Boy, there's no more beautiful, more versatile, and more meaningful gift right now than a beautiful piece of jewelry, and no better place to shop for that beautiful piece of jewelry than locally owned. Say hi to the Lupos when you go there. Beard's Diamonds, where making memorable moments is their specialty. And throughout the holidays, Beard's put together their most impressive selection of can't-miss gifts. I'm talking rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, bands. And during the Beard's 44th anniversary sale, you can save up to 44%. I just want to put their name in your head. Beards has what she wants. The latest designer jewelry from Tacori, Viraggio, Sylvie, Crown Ring, Gabriel & Company. They've got classic diamond jewelry, lab-grown natural diamonds, exquisite colored gemstone jewelry. Don't settle for impersonal service. Lesser quality, higher prices at the corporate chain stores at the town center. Get to Beards. Beards Diamonds, your locally owned jeweler for 44 years.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too. From Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Blitz.
How good is that? How good is that?
Bank.
How good is that?
Text Blitz to 641-1010 now. Cooking with Prisco.
These things are wonderful. You're going to love it. Have a roll.
Catch CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco every Friday afternoon on The Franchi Show. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles on 1010XL.
This bowl season, upgrade your game plan with a visit to Burlock & Barrel, Duval's first distillery dedicated solely to whiskey, right in the Brooklyn Riverside neighborhood. Stop in to see how we turn local grains into small batch whiskey, earning awards at every competition. Book a tour, settle in for a tasting, or escape the scoreboard for a bit at our full whiskey bar. Whether your team's winning or character building, at least your whiskey can be solid. At Burlock & Barrel in Riverside or burlockandbarrel.com.
The best wings in town are coming to River City Marketplace. Leon Cersei here. Wingstop is opening another North Jacksonville location soon at the end of December. You always get fresh, made-to-order wings in 11 flavors, including original, hot, garlic parm, and of course, lemon pepper. Wingstop now has 18 locations in Jacksonville, always open until 1 a.m. So skip the wait and order your wings online at wingstop.com and swing by to pick up at the brand new Wingstop location in River City Marketplace.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, I'm worried.
You? Really? About what?
Well, I like to have a little seasonal potluck. Invite some friends and neighbors and guys from the office. But if the food gets spicy and the party gets rocking and that old toilet in the two-piece can't handle the traffic, well, what if my drain backs up right in the middle of everything?
Dude, imagine you're wearing my sunglasses.
Okay. Shoomp. Whoa.
If you're planning to host a holiday party and a blocked household drain line threatens to ruin the whole thing, call us and tell us. The drain clearing experts at Bueller Air & Plumbing will unclog your drain for free.
You do that for free?
It's Christmas.
Yeah, but for free?
The holidays can get pretty hectic. If a clogged drain line threatens to ruin the whole thing, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it!
We got sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, like to hand out a prize pack. Hey, what do you got, Razzle Dazzle today?
Oh, I'm razzling them with a chance to light up the new year with a gift card to Superior Fireworks. One lucky winner can win that gift card at the end of the 10-minute drill.
At the end of the 10-minute drill.
I guess Drake May is just going to steady himself to the MVP because
I think Stafford might have blown it last.
That's what I mean.
Did he lose it last
He
week?
may have. He wasn't very good.
Here's a reality of the MVP.
Stafford has better numbers than Drake May.
Yeah.
Drake May's done it against worse teams too. I would vote for Stafford. I don't know.
I would.
There is some momentum for Drake.
Yeah.
May.
Since 2000, there have only been 4 MVPs who didn't at least win their division.
Okay.
And Matthew Stafford is not going to win his division. Drake May and the Patriots are. It was Adrian Peterson in 2012, Peyton Manning in 2008, Steve McNair in 2003. He split it, and Marshall Faulk in 2000. Manning and Manning McNair co-MVP, the only quarterbacks to win without being a top 2 seed since 1995 in Brett Favre. So there's that history. I don't know if that, I don't know if the voters look at that and say, oh, no non-division winner has been MVP. But boy, just like this seems to be a year where it's there for a team to go get the Super Bowl, it was there for MVP too, right? There was no, pounding favorite storyline all year long. And Stafford suddenly is throwing like 5-6 picks in the last 5 games, I think. So at one point he's like 35-2, and now he's 42-8. Still a great year. And
the Rams' strength of schedule is the highest a playoff team has had since 2000.
I would give it to Stafford, and plus you get a little bit of this is your
the Patriots have had
lifetime achievement award.
The Patriots have just had the easiest schedule, as it's been pointed out.
Yeah.
I would give it to Stafford too, but it wouldn't shock me if on the national stage in Week 17, where he had arguably, I think he threw his first second half pick of the year, so his worst game. It's going to certainly make it closer. And it seems like it's a 2-horse race.
Man, you want to know how...
Damn, Jared Verse is fast, too, by the way. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that boy
What
fast.
was the 2 for? Did he think he was returning it for 2 points, like an extra point?
Was he just
Or
waiting?
is he just...
I think it was a peace sign.
Yeah.
Just the peace sign.
Out of there.
You want to know just more emphasis on how it's become a passing game and why Liam Cohen is going to send Trevor back there 40 times a game if we're rolling.
Mm-hmm.
The top 10 in passing yards, 8 playoff quarterbacks, and the 2 that aren't are Jared Goff and then Dak Prescott, who leads the NFL in passing yards. But, yeah, Matthew Stafford 2nd, May 4th, Darnold 5th, Nick 6th, Trevor Lawrence 7th, Caleb Williams 8th, Justin Herbert 9th, Josh Allen 10th. So you better be able to throw it. And if you go down, let me see, the lowest you go in passing yards to find a playoff team is probably going to be C.J. Stroud, believe it or not. He's missed games.
Yeah, we learned yesterday after the show, but we predicted it yesterday morning that the Chargers were going to sit Justin Herbert, and they are, so that game's done. Denver ain't losing at home to Trey Lance.
Nah, they'll be resting guys by the second half.
Yeah,
I would
so
think.
that's-
By the way, if you're sitting Herbert, anybody else is going to sit
Correct.
too.
That screams of a 30-0 type game.
It's like inevitable, and we know it comes, so we don't say much about it. But man, in a league that strives parity, and it's such a short season, every game matters. It's the biggest thing that's wrong in the NFL is that teams don't play the teams the same.
Right.
You know, like the Jags beat the Chargers. It mattered 6-8 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And now the Broncos are going to get a layup, and they're going to get a free win against a team that, others have had to earn it. But, again, it goes with the territory, and I get it if I'm the Chargers.
I guess Miami maybe against New England. I don't see it. If it was down in Miami where they've given the Patriots fits through the years, even when Brady was there, up there, no.
Miami's soft in the weather, right?
Yeah,
I mean, what's
correct?
The
and it's
forecast?
Quinn Ewers playing, and he was okay the other day, but come on, man. Anyway, so there's that game. So then, and the Jags should beat the Titans and all. You have to win, but they should. And
the Bills should beat the Jets, and so
the Bills could rest guys and still beat the Jets.
Yeah.
The Jets
so
are
it's probably going to be
horrific.
Bills Jags here, and we got we're blitzing the bank with a ticket giveaway this week for y'all in the regular season. Man, it's important to limit the number of those obnoxious Bill Mafia fans who make it into our stadium. That's the one drawback to having the Bills. They'll travel better than anybody else.
We were trying to figure out when the game is, and I think there's a possibility because it's
I just guessed yes when
Buffalo,
you asked me.
Jacksonville is two small markets.
Yeah, that's a 1 o'clock either Saturday or Sunday.
So, 4:30. The first game's 4:30 Saturday. So it's not like CBS is going to be screaming, "We got to have Buffalo, Jacksonville." It's a good game. It's a it's a neat game. Yeah, it's there's storylines, but it looks like Chicago Green Bay will be playing.
Is that the NFC matchup?
That could be.
Is it going to be Rams Seahawks again?
Could be Rams. No, Rams. Could be like Rams Eagles. There's some marquee games, and remember, the conferences don't matter anymore to the networks, so they all fight. I think so. Fox gets 2 of them. I think this year. I think anyway. I'm just throwing it out there, but Buffalo, Jacksonville, maybe Monday night.
Ooh.
Maybe Monday night. I don't know. We'll see. I would say
the problem with that is you get the short week.
Inevitably, the AFC South gets the 4:30 Saturday game. Inevitably. So we'll see. Could that be the 4:30 Saturday game? Could it be the 1 o'clock Sunday game? Remember, there's 2 games Saturday, 3 games Sunday, and 1 game Monday.
And by the way, this is one where we can't quibble. They're all good games. They're all good teams.
Yes.
Right? So you can't say, Jacksonville, we're not.
Yeah.
Well, no, find me a matchup that's not good.
Right. All right, 641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct. Let's get the big fella on the line. But first, your chance to win what, E?
A gift card to Superior Fireworks so you can light up that new year. One lucky winner got that on me. 904-641-1010. Y'all know what to do. Holla at your boy.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi are on a mission to sell 2,000 vehicles this December. I've instructed my team to take every reasonable offer. We won't lose your business over price. Thousands of cars, trucks, and SUVs priced to move. Get year-end savings, top dollar for your trade, and the easiest car buying experience ever. But hurry, these deals end when we hit 2,000, and we ain't leaving nothing on the table. Make it a December to remember only at Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi.
All gas, no brake. That's what the Jags have been lately. If you're going to use that fuel, you may as well be saving at the pump. And it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. When you become a new member of the Shell Fuel Rewards program, you'll save 10 cents per gallon on your first fill, 20 cents per gallon on your second, and then 30 on your third. Get everyday savings. At Shell, members get more rewards, savings, and special offers. Offer valid through 12/31/26 at participating Shell locations. Offer must be redeemed within 60 days of registration. Limit 20 gallons. Restrictions apply.
Like many football fans in Jacksonville, I love defense. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett, and I'm here to tell you that defense in the courtroom is important as well. That's because penalties for DUI are much more serious than penalties on the gridiron. If you or someone you know is facing a DUI, call us for a free case analysis now. Know before you blow 858-9818. Put my more than 20 years of experience to work for you. Office is Jacksonville, serving all surrounding counties. Call 858-9818 or go to knowbeforeyoublow.com.
Gentlemen, start your engines. Want to be an MRN honorary pit reporter? Complete with tickets to the February 12th dual races at Daytona International Speedway. And shadow MRN reporters as they do interviews along pit road at the pre-race stage. Text RACE to the 1010XL text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures at 641-1010 for your chance to race to win at K1 Speed Racing Friday, January 9th. Best time wins. Thanks to K1 Speed and the Motor Racing Network.
Hey, folks, it's Frank Frangie. Now, I've been telling you about my daughter, Amber, and she's been telling you how much weight she's dropped with Awaken 180. It's hard to believe. Even in football season, even when she hangs out with her friends, and even when she tailgates and does all that stuff, she's still losing weight. You can even drink alcohol. Can you believe that? Well, Awaken 180 shows you how to swap calories, not flavor. You have to be disciplined, but they make it easy. Amber and I talk about this all the time. She can't believe how easy it is, and she's so excited about it. But what I will tell you is it's really working. I see how excited she is. I see the look on her face. I see how her self-esteem has changed and her confidence. It's one of the greatest things that's ever happened with my daughter, and it means that much to me. Now, Awaken 180 programs are reimbursable with your HSA or FSA, and those HSA dollars expire December 31st. Don't leave money on the table. Call Awaken 180 today and kickstart your transformation before the new year. Call 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800, or go to awaken180weightloss.com.
In Northeast Florida, power outages are unavoidable, but losing comfort, security, and peace of mind doesn't have to be. With a Generac home standby generator from American Electrical Contractors, your power comes back on automatically the moment an outage begins. As Jacksonville's leading and one of the longest-running Generac dealers, American Electrical Contracting has the experience you deserve. Be prepared. Protect your home and family. Protect your business. Generac standby generators from American Electrical Contractors. Call 737-7770 or online at american-electrical.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, we're efforting. Welcome back to the show.
A couple very special birthdays this morning.
What do we got?
Because they need a little bit of attention.
Shout out.
LeBron James, Tiger Woods.
Oh, yeah.
Both today. And Tiger, by the way, Eye of the Tiger.
Wasn't there one more?
Turns 50. Maybe, I
Jim Brown?
I feel like there may have been one more. Efforting Tony Pacelli. Getting back on Coughlin time, Hick.
What was it, December 30th?
Yeah, December 30th.
I always thought there was one more.
I always thought that Tiger and LeBron, that's got to be the most potent birthday ever, doesn't it?
No, there was, maybe it's like Michael Jordan and Jim Brown.
Yes, Jordan, Jim Brown, I think Michael Phelps, maybe.
Oh, that's
that was
good
a pretty
too.
good one.
There's
nobody else. It's just LeBron, Carson Wentz, but I mean, there's
Tiger
nobody.
LeBron's pretty sturdy, but yeah. What'd you say, Jordan and who? Jim Brown?
I think it's Jordan, Jim Brown, and Mike Phelps.
Yeah, I got to keep Phelps out just for the not that he's any less, but
Jordan, Jim Brown. That's crazy.
Yeah, Jordan, Jim Brown, LeBron, Tiger. That's close, man.
That is close.
I know Jim Brown's great. Nobody considers him the GOAT. I got two GOATs, Tiger, and then I got LeBron, probably closer to GOAT in basketball maybe than Jim Brown was. Although Jim Brown probably underappreciated.
He was
unstoppable.
Big Jim Hicken, the late great Jim Hicken, told me Jim Brown was the greatest running back in the history.
And when he said it, he was probably right. That was pre-Brady.
Yeah, there are a few others, but nobody like Jordan Brown, NHL Hall of Famer Luke Robitaille.
Robitaille.
Yeah,
was he a Ranger?
He was mostly a L.A. King.
Okay. But a Ranger at one point, you think?
He did play for the Rangers. Devin White, Brian Cox also. But
sure, Brian Cox and his middle finger.
But anyway, Tiger turning 50 is a big deal.
Yeah, it makes him eligible
for that. We were introduced to Tiger at 15.
Yeah.
We knew about Tiger was one of those guys. Every now and then, some pan, some don't. The phenom who can't miss. We've had them all. It all started with Do you remember Bruce Hardy?
Bruce Hardy was a
tight end for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
He was a cover boy of Sports Illustrated. You could cover boy of Sports Illustrated in high school. So you got Bruce Hardy. You got was Clint Hurdle. I think Clint Hurdle might have been a cover boy. Some who did pan out. Bryce Harper was one who they earmarked for greatness at a young age. LeBron was.
Tiger really was.
I will say this. Tiger since he walked onto the Mike Douglas show.
And I would say this is fair, too. Tiger overcame his sport to become a cult phenom. The other guys are buoyed by theirs.
What do you mean?
The NBA is a lot bigger, more popular league than golf.
Yeah.
So Tiger became a star and noted for his athletic grace in a sport no one paid attention to, literally.
Yeah.
So, not that playing golf is easy. It's certainly not. I would say, we talked about this earlier, I would almost give Tiger the nod over LeBron and Jordan and those guys because it's an individual sport. It's you every single time. You get no help. It's you own every single result as if it's yours. There are plenty of games where great team sport players go 10 for 31 from the field and are the MVP of the series. Golf, you go 10 for 31, you're not going to make the cut.
Yeah.
So
Tiger exceeded. He was earmarked to be the greatest golfer of all time, and if he came in, if he didn't, he came in second.
Yeah.
And he was an incredible story, and for us and our generation, just a joy.
Is
to
there
watch
another?
perform.
Is there another sport where there is such a clear-cut distance between the best two and the rest of the field than Jack and Tiger?
I'm not sure. I was going to say hockey, but I don't know who the second
hockey.
guy.
Yeah, well, Gretzky is further ahead of anyone than any sport. Probably.
Ovechkin caught him.
Oh, that's true
that's
too.
right.
At least but still in the
thought of wise.
In the thought, you're right. In the respecting. Anyway, we've gotten off track.
Hockey is more, and there's some, it started like Gordie Howe, and then the great one. And
we waited a long time for Babe to be challenged. He held it unchallenged for a lot of years.
Yeah.
And it's taken Shohei's kind of Tiger to Babe's Jack.
I think Michael and LeBron, though.
I guess having watched both from start to finish, I don't consider LeBron to be anywhere near Michael Jordan's GOAT status. Personally.
Larry Bird, Johnny Bench, Terrell Owens, December 7th.
That's a good one.
That's a good trio.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a good one. Those are Hall of Famers. Who was the third one?
T.O.
Yeah. T.O. in the Hall already?
He's in the Hall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was doing the sit-ups and all that. Yeah, he's in the Hall.
Well, there's 3 Hall of Famers. Can't quibble with it, but I wouldn't put him in the category of Jordan, Jim Brown, and LeBron and Tiger.
Who is we used to do this as kids, who was the greatest athlete born on your birthday?
Yeah, I've looked this up. Sadly, I land on Jeff Gordon, maybe. Let me see.
That's good.
But he's good. That's a good one, but that's not the typical.
I got Yogi. That's what I got.
All right, let me see.
Yogi Berra. That's my guy. Me and the Yogi.
I haven't done the old birthday lookup in a while.
Yeah.
I hit a jackpot.
What you got?
I got Shohei.
Oh.
July 5th.
Wow.
All right, I got a few here.
Mm-hmm.
I got Herschel Walker.
That's good.
Yeah. I got Jason Tatum.
Good.
Okay.
Jackie Joyner Kersey. We're going track.
Why not?
Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. They don't even mention Jeff Gordon. I'm pretty sure he was March 3rd. I got Wee Willie Keeler. Deal with that. Others, no, they don't mention. I thought
Jeff Gordon, August 4th.
August 4th.
Right on it.
That's somebody else's then. No, I was looking it up for somebody else. I don't know why I thought that.
Coast Guard's birthday.
Coast Guard, August 4th? Yeah. You and Jeff Gordon going on the boat with you.
What are we doing?
Yeah. Well, you asked me by memory. You asked me by memory.
You like Coast soap?
Ivory. I'm an Ivory guy.
Ivory.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so clean it floats.
All right.
Or what is it? 99% air, whatever it is they say about it.
I know what else floats.
Yeah. Hope. Hope floats. If that's him, let's take a break and come back on the other side.
Yeah.
And if it's not, let's do that anyway. What do you think?
Yeah, we'll take a break.
Try and wrangle down
Trying to
the
catch
bowl
up.
of the China shop.
He's throwing us for a loop.
Yeah, he's trying to win a championship.
We're off
apparently,
kilter
this morning.
here.
Yeah, trying to win that title this morning.
Can we not confirm?
Tuesday morning, 7:30. Pushing that title envelope. efforting Tony Baselli. We do have Fred Taylor, I've been told. That's coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. All that and more. And continue listening here on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday all day long on 1010XL. As
Giving them away.
Yeah, we're blitzing the bank. We're giving away pairs of tickets to a pair an hour. So stay tuned for that as well. Back with more next.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This Sunday, we blitz the bank. All week long, listen for the Blitz the Bank sounder and text the keyword BLITZ for your shot at tickets to see the Jags take down the Titans.
641-1010.
It's a Jags ticket blitz. Let's fill the seats and blitz the bank.
It's an all-out blitz
all week on 1010XL. Or buy tickets now at jaguars.com/tickets.
Frank Frangie here for Coil Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports moments. Just recently, Cam Little was good from 68 yards to set an NFL field goal record. You know who else goes the distance? The team at Coil Fencing. Coil is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau and has been serving the Jacksonville community for nearly 100 years. From sleek aluminum fencing your HOA will love to tough chain link for your commercial project. Coil does it all. Visit CoilJacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com. Coil Fencing, partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
One man, one hammer. One place to hear it drop. Hammer Time with Hayes, weekdays on The Frangie Show.
On 1010XL, driven by Kia on Atlantic. Southside Kia is now Kia on Atlantic.
Hey guys, listen up. There's no gift that's more beautiful, more versatile, and more meaningful than a beautiful piece of jewelry. And there's no better place to shop than locally. I said locally owned Beard's Diamond. Say hi to the Lupos when you go in there. They've been doing it a long time. More on that in a second. Making memorable moments is our specialty. And this holiday season, Beard's put together the most impressive selection of can't-miss gifts. Rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, bands for every taste and every price range. And during the Beard's 44th anniversary sale, that's right, I said it, 44 years, you can save up to 44%. Exquisite colored gemstone jewelry, solid gold fashion jewelry, pearls. Beard's has the headliner gift she's dreaming about. So don't settle for impersonal service, lesser quality, or higher prices at those corporate chain stores in the town center. Get to Beard's. Beard's Diamonds. They're a locally owned jeweler for 44 years. Shop local, shop Beard's at the St. John's Town Center.
Big Chief Tire makes auto care more affordable with 6-month financing through the CFNA credit card. Frank Frangie here. Plus, get $50 off your first purchase when you sign up. Whether you need new tires, brake service, or general repairs, their expert technicians have you covered. With no interest for 6 months, now's the perfect time to take care of your vehicle. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to apply today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
This is Dave Barker with IHRS. Are you frustrated with those trendy pills and lotions that claim to make your hair thicker and fuller? Tired of your hair falling out? Our hair restoration solutions have helped over 10,000 men and women restore their hair in as little as 2 office visits.
Call 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Or go to hairforme.com.
Ah, family's here. Ready for a perfect holiday?
Honey, the toilet's overflowing.
What? Now? With everyone here?
The sink's backed up too. Cool, it's like a water park in here.
Great! Best holiday ever.
Don't panic. Just call Duck Duck Rooter. They'll fix it before we're swimming in mashed potatoes. Got a holiday plumbing disaster? Call Duck Duck Rooter, your local plumbing pros. DuckDuckRooter.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code HEAT to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code HEAT for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code HEAT for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
1010XL Presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, welcome back to the show. The Architect, number 71 in your program, number 1 in your heart, PFHOF, number 355, Don Anthony Baselli Jr., joining us right now on the program. Do you get like a promotion if you're executive vice president and you win the division? Can you become like president?
No, we have a very good president here at the organization. His name's Mark Lamping. I don't know if you've heard
He's
of
the
him.
president. Is he over you then? Is that how? Because you guys you're football, right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
he's the president.
Okay,
that's correct.
All right. I just
and he
wondered,
does a great job.
I just wondered how that works. Like, do you get like a promotion? Like, what happens?
We're not worried about Dan. We're
I'm
not
not worried about
promotions.
it. I'm just
We're
thinking out loud.
all we're trying to do is win football games here.
Well,
And you're winning a bunch of them, Tone.
We
I
got the
mean,
yeah.
I mean, beyond what anyone could have expected. So as we head into a very important game this weekend, we'll get into that in just a sec. Reflect, if you can, on these 16 games and the evolution of a team that hoped to one that has.
Yeah, I'll say this, Jeff. I mean, we'll probably do that postseason more than anything. Just because, I mean, you guys know this. You're in the middle of it. It's really such a week-to-week thing. I mean, and I've gotten a little bit of criticism in different places about saying this is the most important game.
Don't be
in the history of the
sensitive.
franchise.
You're not getting
I'm not.
criticism.
Oh,
That's
no,
a
no,
great.
no.
That's
You
a
missed my
great
point.
mantra. That's a great mantra.
I actually
Yeah.
when I say criticism, you guys know I love it.
Okay.
I criticize away. Come
All
at it. Let's go. And it's taken a life of its own. The funny thing is, it's Brian Zanders, who's in our front office, former GM of the Denver Broncos, who James brought in. He told me that first week of the season. So it's his saying. He said, "Tony, this is the most important game in the history of the franchise." And when he said it at first, I'm like, "What are you, BX?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And then we talked about it. I'm like, "You're right."
Yeah.
And so I just started saying it. Then I said it on the radio one night. And the reality is, I mean, that's kind of how we operate.
That's
It's
great.
It's the message that Liam has been communicating to the whole building, to our players. Like, hey, listen, let's go 1-0. Let's go play our style of football, and let's see what happens, and we'll worry about the outcome afterwards. And so that's a long way of answering. Me reflecting right now, and I had to really think about it, and that make my brain hurt more than it already does. So we'll do that postseason. Hopefully not for about 7 more weeks, and but. Right now, I'm just really happy for the guys, happy for our staff. I think the way they've operated week in and week out, I think it's evident. We talked about at the beginning, what type of football team do we want to be? We want to be a tough, competitive football team that goes and plays their tails off, one that we can be proud of, that our fans can be proud of, and that's what we hope. Every week we want to go out there and hopefully the bank is packed this week. We got the opportunity to go win the division, win 13 games, which would be the second most in the history of this franchise in the regular season. And we want put a brand of football out there that it means something to be a Jaguar, that our fans can be proud of, and that we can go out and give a great effort each week.
Well, I know how much it means to you, and I'm just so happy for you. Don't reflect, but sort of reflect. Go back to your interviews. Why did you love Liam Cohen so much in the interview process? What stood out?
That's a good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's. I think. Listen, I had a strong sense that Liam Cohen was an elite football mind.
Okay.
Play caller, offensive.
Just the way you guys were
designer.
kicking it on X's and O's and stuff.
No, just turn on the tape. Look what he's done.
All right.
Everywhere he's been. At the Rams, success. As the offense coordinator at Kentucky, and what he did in the SEC, going to Tampa, taking the worst run offense and being top 5 in both, and having all kinds of success, and helping Baker have the best year of his career. And so you knew that. The resume of our players and of any player, any coach, is really what you put on tape. And so you knew that. And the question was, when sitting down with them, because the main job of the head coach is, can you lead the entire building?
Mm-hmm.
Our head coach was going to be the voice of this organization, voice to our players, set the standard of what it means. And in sitting in the interview, this is where I had a strong conviction, because you don't know until you see it. But I'm like, this guy's a leader.
Mm-hmm.
And the fun thing is, for me, has been watching him lead as a first-time head coach, and how he's handled ups and downs, the high moments, the adversity, and how our players have responded to him, and how he's led the whole building, whether it's the coaching staff, how he's led our players. He's an elite communicator. He does a great job there, and he has a great feel for kind of how we need to operate and what we need to do. And that, combined with his ability to call plays and coach guys up, I think that's a big reason why we've been successful this year.
Tony, you've been involved and around the organization, really for just about the entire 30 years, but not like behind the curtain day to day. So I'm just curious your perspective. I know what you've thought about Trevor, all along, but your perspective on the work that seeing it being done from all sides on developing a quarterback. Clearly, that's been a real, catalyst here to expectations with the playoffs coming up. So just watching Liam Cohen, Trevor Lawrence work together and come together now explosively.
Well, I mean, I think, Trevor's a guy that, gets drafted and first overall pick, and has been that guy since high school, and comes into the situation and let's call it what it is, through 3 head coaches, different systems, tough times, and a lot of questions. And I think what has impressed me about Trevor since taking this job and with Liam and James and working together is, from day one, he's been a pro. And from day one, he's rehabbing a shoulder that he had surgery on, doing the work of getting that right physically, taking care of his body, but then learning a new system. And just the dedication, the time he spends. He is a competitor, but he's also a guy that this is really important to him. And I think that's been across the board for all our players. Really happy for our guys and how they've responded and the work they've done. They deserve the credit, because at the end of the day, our coaches coach and deliver a message and set a standard, but it's our players who have to go do the work and go lay it on the line and put it on the field and do that work as well. And Trevor's been a great example of that. And I think what we've seen through this season, and we're not where we need to be, and Trevor's not where he wants to be. None of us are. But, each step of the way, getting better, working at it, fighting through adversity, and never being satisfied kind of where we are as a team and each individual player. And I think what's showing up is our team, and Trevor's one of those guys that just continue to get better. And I think the competitive spirit, the toughness of the group shows up. And then that allows each of our guys just to be themselves and let the God-given talent that they have come, on full display. And that's the fun. That's when it gets fun. And Trevor's done a great job. But it's the work behind the scenes. And I think where I really respect Trevor and a lot of the guys in this building is how much work they do, how important it is to them. It's important for them to be their best and us to be the best possible team we can be. And Trevor is one of those guys and is leading the way.
Where do you watch the games?
At home, James and I watch it with Shad and Tony up in his suite. And then on the road, it depends on the stadium and kind of what's available.
How are you during the games?
Well, you guys know me. Take a wild guess.
Yeah, but you're around people, so how do you do?
I'm myself.
There is no other way.
Dan, I think everyone who's probably been around me for the last 30+ years I've lived in the city, I'm pretty much the same most days, and
I like that.
Myself.
As the following quote ever appeared during a game: "This is stupid." Maybe not.
Listen, we're all competitive, and that competitive spirit just needs to be channeled in a different role at times. And we all have a role here, and we all have jobs to do here, and just trying to be the best at that.
You wanted this team to be a physical, run the football team, and they were, and they have been. And then the last few weeks, though, I don't know if the passing has been so good that we've kind of shifted over a little bit, and we've had kind of some makeshift on the offensive line, and those guys have been terrific at
you gotta
times.
be proud of those guys.
They've battled. They have games where they give up no sacks. I mean, I can't say enough good things about them. You know, for years you told us there was a top 10 offensive line, and we'd slap you and yell at you and throw staplers, and they've certainly performed like that this year. So congrats on that. But has there been a little bit of shift on that offensive side to more of a throwing thing?
No, I don't think so. I think at the end of the day, and this is where our coaches and players do such a great job. And Liam, going back to his ability to design and structure offenses, and Grant Udinski and that staff have done a great job of, whether it's the opponent we're playing, the injuries that we're dealing with, where the opportunities are. I think when you think about the style of play, run or pass, offense or defense or special teams, we want to be that tough physical team. And I think that shows up in every phase. Now, do we want to run it better some days than we have been? Sure.
Right.
At times early in the year, we wanted to throw better. And at the end of the day, what we really want to do is when we step on the field, we want to make sure that our opponents know that every snap that there's going to be a team on the other side that's coming, full tilt, competitive, tough, physical, run or pass on both sides of the ball and on teams. And I think when we're playing our best, that's the style of play we kind of display. And listen, the one thing I think is consistent in this building, we're never satisfied. We always want to get better, whether it's the run or pass, both sides of the ball, and so hopefully that continues.
Listen,
because I think the danger is when you get start patting yourselves on the back so hard that you hurt your.
That's
hurt
rat
your arm.
Poison, Tony. Don't drink the rat poison.
I think you eat it.
Oh no,
Or
we can't drink it.
Yeah.
Can't
Don't eat
drink
it either. Yeah,
Eat it
don't
or drink it.
Yeah, out of a bottle.
Can it come liquid?
I've seen guys that I would have kind of assumed they were on rat poison out of a bottle, but maybe that was a different story. Look, Tony, if we close our eyes and we picture AFC Championship games in Kansas City or Buffalo or Philly or anywhere else, the first thing that comes to your mind is a shoulder-to-shoulder rabid fan base. It's important as much for the football team and success as any bottom line that NFL teams entertain. So as we grow into that, it's important, for folks to know what a big game this is this weekend and what a big rivalry it is. I got a fun fact for you guys. This was hard to believe when I looked at this series. How many times do you think the Jags have swept the Titans in a year?
Not many times.
Yeah, not many. Four times. They did it once in the 90s, once in the 2000s. Trevor's done it twice in 4 years and can about make it 3 and 5 if they win this weekend. And this would be twice, by the way, in season finales that won the division. So huge game this weekend, Tony. Obviously, the crowd is going to become as much of an identity of this football team moving forward as the players and coaches.
Well, no, without a doubt, Jeff. I mean, we got the AFC South is on the line. A chance to have a home playoff game is on the line. Possibly being as high as the 1 seed is on the line. This is a huge game. Division games are tough. I think everyone saw that last week, going to an Indianapolis team that's been struggling and
Cleveland
been going the wrong way. You look at you look at Pittsburgh, Cleveland, another division game. Division games. You look at throughout the weekend.
Right.
When those division games are played, it is difficult. It is hard. And the Tennessee Titans, their record is not great, but that's a tough physical team. That's what that defense has been one of the best defenses in football against the run and up front. And they got a young quarterback, Cam Ward. If you look at since we played them, they've scored over 25 points every game.
Yep.
I mean, they're scoring points. I mean, this is a team that's playing their best football at the end of the year, and trust me, they want to come in and beat us. And so, just like I talk about the type of team we want to be, an advantage is when a team shows up and knows that they have to deal with the Jaguar fans. Like when we just went to Denver. That's an advantage for Denver. That place is loud. It's hard to communicate. It's an advantage. Now, we were able to overcome that.
I heard it was crazy loud out there, by the way.
It is. You can't hear anything.
Yeah,
and that's how it should be.
There. Yeah,
that's exactly right. That's how it should be in this stadium. Our fans, for the longest time, have asked that we want a tough, physical team, a team we can be proud of, a team that scores points, a team that's exciting.
There you go.
Well, that's what this group has done. And so now we need our fans, as they come out, is to give us that home field advantage. This is a huge game. Don't wait for the playoffs. Like, this is like to ensure we have a home playoff game to give us the best advantage in the playoffs. We have to win this game, and I promise you this. And you guys have been around since the beginning. The Tennessee Titans want nothing more to come in and beat us and take the division away from us, not allow us to win. They got really good players. Jeffrey Simmons is the best defensive tackle in football coming to town, and we're going to have to go deal with that. And so our fans giving us that home field advantage and being here early in warm-ups, loud, and that every seat is filled. There's no reason it should not be just packed. We have great fans, but now we need to go show the rest of the league what type of fans we are.
Well said, my brother. Listen, again, congrats, man. Exciting times. Exciting times.
Keep it rolling.
You know,
wide open.
You guys have done a remarkable job, but the work is not done. So,
well, as the great philosopher Brian Zanders told me at the end of the year, this is the most
Xander's
important game
X,
in the history of the franchise.
I like it. All right. We'll see you at the stadium on Sunday, Tone.
See you guys.
All right,
Thank you, buddy.
There he goes. That's the EVP, Tony Baselli. We got Fred
Nothing
Taylor.
would be better than us getting to the Super Bowl this year and going out to Lynch's house, right?
Toilet papering it.
Yeah, and we'll
make Baselli go with us.
Yeah, we'll go get Lynch and tell him he can stick it.
It'd be. What if it were, and it could be, the Niners?
Bring it,
huh?
Then we beat them again like we did earlier this year.
We're going to go beat. What about this?
What about Lynch?
We would become the first team in NFL history to beat both the top seeds on the road in the regular season and both the top seeds on the road in the postseason. Only because San Francisco will be playing at home.
I may have to finally throat punch him.
I don't think you should do that for a lot of reasons. We're back with the 8 o'clock hour or more. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Man, our friends downtown 2nd and Main have been with us for a long time, and with you even longer. Over 100 years, family run and operated? Over 100 years? Yeah, you're doing it right, and the best in product line, customer service, and anything you need when it comes to accessorizing your truck, car, or van. It's Catlin Truck Accessories.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Game day doesn't end after the game. It's not complete without the window world of Northeast Florida fifth quarter with hacker Leon and Coach Gerald Ingram. Flavored by Hurricane Grill and Wings and Apex Roofing and Contracting on 1010X.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
This is Mark Nato. My sons and I have seen the doctors and PAs at Southeast Ortho for everything from lumbar spine stress to elbow tendonitis. Southeast has always been there, been truthful, and always been on point. Everything they say happens. We can't thank them enough for what they've done and the great care that they have taken of our sons.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
When you head out for a night with friends or going to the big game, don't forget the best game plan to win the night is to designate a driver and guarantee a safe ride home. Hydrating between buds is the best play you can make. Bud Light, reminding all to drink wiser.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
At Hollis Pools, building a pool is personal. We sit down with you, listen to your vision, and bring your backyard dreams to life right here in Northeast Florida. Working with us doesn't feel like working with a contractor. It feels like working with family. Every Hollis Pools project supports Project Savior Outdoors, helping bring hope to our veterans. Visit HollisPools.com. Hollis Pools, your vision, your pool, your escape. License number CPC 1461233.
Hey, when it comes to insurance, I think we all think kind of the same way, right? We pay a lot of money monthly. Something happens, we need you. You need to be there. That's why Craig and Chris Kaprosky from Goosehead Insurance think exactly the same way. And it's two words. It's customer service, man. It's so important to them, and therefore it's important to us. We know that. Something happens, something, that we need taken care of, they get answers that day. They don't answer the phone, they call you right back. Customer service. They don't take it lightly, man. And whether it's homeowners, auto, flood, boat, small business, Kaproski's will be there for your time of need. I speak from experience. They've helped me, my family. They've helped my son, my daughter. Get an insurance checkup today. Easy to get a hold of. Craig.Kaproski at Goosehead.com. Craig.Kaproski, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I, Goosehead.com, or call 478-8422. Craig and Chris Kaproski, part of the Goosehead Insurance family, part of our family as well.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care? Totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
There's lots of reasons to use Kuhn flowers when you need to send floral arrangements. This is JJ with 1010XL. No matter what the reason or the occasion, Kuhn Flowers delivers with only the best. Log on to KuhnFlowers.com and make someone's day.
Checkmate. I'm Brendan Cecilia, founder of Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, adorable mascot for Checkmate Coatings.
If you're thinking of refinishing your garage floor, there's 2 things you need to know about us. My family has been in the concrete coatings industry for more than 40 years.
And I was drawn 6 months ago by an artist in New Jersey.
Why is that even relevant?
Well, you said 40 years experience, so I had to give them something.
Over the years, we've worked closely with major manufacturers to develop a multi-layer application process that creates beautiful, durable, and long-lasting floors.
So even decades from now, your garage floor will look as gorgeous as it did the day it was installed.
Experience?
Check. Durable?
Check. Decades of experience making garage floors gorgeous? Checkmate.
Transforming your floors, making them great. Checkmate.
Visit checkmatecoatings.com. That's checkmatecoatings.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by FSB DC at the University of North Florida. For Jag head coach Liam Cohen, the win over Indy was about getting the job done.
Getting the job done regardless of the circumstances.
1010XL Jack Sports Radio wants our listeners to Blitz the Bank. Listen for details to cop our free tickets for the Jags Tennessee game this Sunday. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Our fans giving us that home field advantage and being here early in warm-ups, loud, and that every seat is filled. There's no reason it should not be just packed. We have great fans, but now we need to go show the rest of the league what type of fans we are.
I've got big plans for this week. E.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What you talking about?
I don't want to tell anybody, but I'm headed down to the Caribbean for the next couple days. I don't know if you know about this. It's kind of not been talked about a lot, but it's happening, and it's exciting, dude. It's the Billionaires Yacht Club deal down there. They all kind of go park their super yachts down around St. Bart's. We head ashore for some invite-only parties.
Oh.
Yeah. Stay in those villas down there. You're wondering who's going to be down there?
Please enlighten me.
Well, online gaming billionaire Dimitri Buckman will be there on Oppo.
Ooh.
Jerry will be there on Bravo Eugenia. He's got his down there. It's 358-foot yacht.
What are we talking about? Epstein Island? What are we talking about?
Well, I mean, be careful because our owner will be down there on the Kismet.
Oh, boy.
Oh, the Kismet going to be down there?
Oh, hell yeah, it's going to be down there, man.
What's this for? What's this event?
Bezos is going to be down there.
Oh.
All the big ones.
Jordan's going to be down there.
I think we call that a cabal, E. That's a
I wonder if Lady S is going to be down there. That's Snyder's boat. I wonder if they let him hang around. Or since he's been, booted from the NFL Boys Club. I don't know. Moonrise, billionaire WhatsApp founder. Yeah. Yeah, they're all down there. Mavericks owner on Queen Mary. David Geffen on the Rising Sun. I mean, they're all down there, bro.
Attractive group.
St. Bart's. It's a place to be.
Yeah. That sounds nauseating.
Bob Iger.
Yeah, I hope they get a tropical storm.
Dr. Phil.
I'll be hoping for a tropical storm for that event. That event deserves a Cat 1. Just a Cat 1 roll through there that weekend and ruin it.
Hey, can you go down there if you're Dr. Phil on a 160-footer next to Shad's 400-footer?
No, man, that little baby boat.
You can't do that, can you?
Dr. Phil's got a how many footer?
160.
Yeah.
Red Sox billionaire John Henry will be down there in his 250.
I mean, this is nauseous. For what purpose? Just to hang out, a block party of billionaires? Is that what we're doing?
That's what we're doing.
It's called the Billionaire Block Party. We all got to go to St. Bart's and flex. Is that what we're doing, E?
I mean, Walmart.
What about the
areas?
bikinis walking around on those yacht decks, you think, huh, E? What are we doing here? Huh?
Lots of invites.
Shot invite you or no?
I mean, we're talking, there is dozens of them down there, bro.
I didn't know St. Bart's was such a hot spot.
That's the place to
Thought
be,
you just kind of went there on your honeymoon and that was it.
No.
St. Bart's down around that Puerto Rican area, E.
Down there in the
Caribbean. Is it? Oh, St. Bart's.
Yeah, St. Bart's.
Caribbean already buzzing as the annual Super Yacht Showdown kicks into high gear. The world's wealthiest players, along with a steady stream of celebs and friends, are cruising into Gustavia, St. Martin, Antigua, and the surrounding islands. They stick around through the new year. Famous New Year's Eve fireworks over Fort Oscar in St. Bart's.
I have an idea. I'll just call the boat in East. I'll get us one of those 18-foot dock boats. We'll take off today. We'll be there by, well, we'll miss it. I don't think we could get there fast enough.
Can't get there quick enough.
Maybe the Freedom Boat Club has a St. Bart's, affiliate. We can motor out there in our bass boat. We'd look like deckhands that are like buffing up the sides of the yachts if you showed up in like a nice big, even fishing boat.
All right, let's do this. We're a little bit behind.
Hectic?
We'll get hectic
Okay.
when we come back.
Oh.
We got Freddie T at 8:30.
Nice.
So, yeah.
We're hot right now. I mean, the Jags are a deal.
Yeah, we're hot.
I mean, what happened, bro?
We're happening.
I mean, it's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Let's celebrate.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Offense, defense, special teams.
Offense, defense, and special teams all contribute.
We got ourselves a roster.
After the game, pump up the Superior Plumbing Special Teams Player of the Game.
They got to match IATIS.
On 1010XL.
Ready to upgrade your home? It's Renewal by Anderson's 31-day sale. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months, but this offer expires December 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
You already know it's your main man E to the T here for Twin Peaks, home of the 29-degree draft. And with ball season here, make sure you're on the lookout for my instant reaction before, during, or after the game. All brought to you by Twin Peaks, home of the 29-degree drafts. Come on, somebody.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and the fall part of the year just offers so much fun, especially when you're out and about. Tell everybody what's happening with Triumph right now.
They have got a lot of new models on the road, from Scrambler 400s. They've got the legendary Rocket motorcycle. Lots of really cool bikes to choose from.
And the price point and all the tricks that come with the Triumph bike, they're all there.
They're all there. Entry level to the greatest of the great. We've got them.
Look for them online, cyclesofjacksonville.com. Check out their Facebook page or that showroom on Atlantic near Regency.
The best financial move you can make this time of year? How about lowering your mortgage rate to 4.99% fixed APR, the lowest rate in years? How about getting up to $500,000 out of your home equity in the process? You can do it now by calling Loan Pronto. Hey, it's Prosser here, and with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can get a ton of cash, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and skip up to 2 house payments. One homeowner just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. Wiped out their credit cards and 2 car loans, saved $2,100 a month. So don't wait. No hard credit pull up front, and you probably won't even need an appraisal. Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Act now. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Start the new year by wiping out your high-interest debt. 904-999-1508. And you can see how much cash you can get today. That's loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, APR for well-qualified buyers. Visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Hey guys, if you messed up by getting her a robot vacuum cleaner for Christmas, Beard's Diamonds can get you out of the doghouse. Now through New Year's weekend, you can still get that stunning piece of jewelry and save up to 44%. Everything's included: rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, bands, all the gifts women love every day of the year. But hurry, this amazingly popular offer ends January 3rd at 5 p.m. and will not be extended. And if you're planning that New Year's weekend proposal, we've got you covered with a great selection of ready-to-wear diamond rings starting as low as $795. It's been a fantastic year at Beard's, and we're so grateful for your business and your trust. In a sea of mega corporate chain jewelers, we're honored to be the only one that's locally owned in the town center. We are proud to be a part of this amazing community, and you can count on us again in 2026 to deliver the highest quality jewelry at the guaranteed best value, with the service and attention you can only get from an independent jeweler that's been around nearly 45 years. Happy New Year from Beard's Diamonds.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. This is your Duval Minute, brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Red zone, red zone, red zone. Jags have been really good at the red zone until on Sunday, and it's one of the reasons why they didn't score their customary 35 points a game, which is incredible. You know when you know your team is good is when you win a road game and people are like, that's to say something. But the Jags have been scoring touchdowns, I think, according to Mike DeRocco, 72.2% of their red zone trips, third best in the league, weeks 13 through 16. So they did have 2 red zone turnovers on Sunday. They know they got to clean that up, and they will going forward. But things like those little things like that, they can't happen starting this Sunday and going through February. And that's your Duval Minute. Brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Lift Power is so good. Always on the look for experienced lift truck and knock-and-door technicians. But there's so many more opportunities. The benefits of 401k, a company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Lift Power year in and year out voted one of the best places to work. Lift Power rapidly growing. Lift Power is serving Jacksonville for more than 50 years. Lift Power family-owned and operated. Thinking about a career change? 2026 is a great time for it. Learn more by visiting liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com. All right, before we see what's the hectic...
Poll is brought to you by Royal Pest Services Jacksonville.
As we get set to go through the power rankings, we have just surged to we're number 5 last week, Dan. So we're
number 5
up to the boat. Probably stay at 5, but I don't know. We'll see. I think we're behind the Rams if they lost again. So
what if we're Warren Moon?
Ooh, that's coming.
What if we're Doug Flutie?
I don't know how much we'll jump, but we're about to find out. By the way, we got the bad news, so to speak, if you were hoping for a Chargers matchup rather than the Bills. There's some thought with, Josh Allen and x-rays on a foot injury yesterday. If the Bills want to play, who do we want to play? They could sit Josh Allen coming up. They may win anyway, to your point, against the Jets.
Yeah.
The news is Chargers are going to sit. They're going to sit Herbert. Apparently, they'd rather play the Patriots than us. I mean, that's the only thing I can draw from that. All right, here we go. I'm going to say, I think if we had had one more emphatic win this week, we would have jumped up a spot. I don't know. You know, we'd already moved us ahead of some of those teams that we worried about. I can't remember if the Rams were ahead of us. I'm gonna give us. You go first. I went first.
Last week we were Blake Bortles.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
Do it.
I'm not going Todd Bowman.
You're not going War Moon?
All right.
I'm going C.J. Beathard 3.
C.J. Beathard. Some people say the pronunciation of the last name is Beathard.
What?
What?
I don't know.
Beathard.
Yeah. Okay.
So in the European phrase, it's C.J. Beathard.
Okay. Well,
you guys didn't know that?
He's going with Beathard. I'm going to settle on what I was going to say. I think we're going to max out at 4. Number 4 this week.
Number 4 and number 3.
I mean, we're probably now have the 3rd or 4th best record in ball, don't we?
The number 1 team in the National Football League, without a doubt, right now, hails from the corner part of the country. John Madden once told me Seattle. Yeah. Just beat the Panthers by
they're
17.
Good. They're good.
They're 13-3.
You know, we forget that game. We look and we weren't. Isn't that the game that Cam missed like 2 field goals and an extra point? I mean, we could have been in a situation at the end of that game to actually pull that game out, and it was an uncharacteristically misfiring day for the kicker. So we probably weren't as out of the Seattle game as
that GM out there is pretty good. DeMarcus Lawrence has had a beast year for Seattle. They drafted Gray Zabel, who starts, and Amanawari, one of my guys that I scouted. And then they traded for Shaheed, who's been good for him as far as returning kicks and such. Number 2, that'd be Mike Vrabel's New England Patriots, up 2 spots from 4.
Beat one team with a winning record all year, and they'll face another one with a losing record this weekend. So we're going to get put to the test how battle-tested you are. They're going to go into the playoffs with less wins over, above 500 teams than the New York Giants, who have won 3 times.
Number 3.
Okay.
The beat hard pick. The Denver Broncos.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Son of a bee sting.
Pretty sure we played them.
Pretty sure we mopped them up, too.
Out there, right?
Out on the road, yeah.
We beat them in Denver?
In Denver. Mile high.
All right. Number 4. Have we ever had a quarterback wear number 4 here?
Todd
we talked about it.
Huh?
Todd Bowman.
Oh, Bowman.
Yeah.
The tractor guy. It's the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, that's kind of weak. We beat them
What?
too.
Yeah.
They're getting all the love right now. They forget that we beat them out there.
Number 5.
They'll give Ben Johnson the coach of the year. They'll forget he lost out there and we won out there.
Number 5.
We can't drop.
We better not drop. That would be kind of hectic.
The L.A. Rams.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Wow, we dropped a spot, huh?
Number 6.
Fire this off to Vaselli and Cohen down at one stadium
Right.
place.
The Jacksonville Jaguars.
And we drop a spot. The Rams lose in Monday Night Football. They beat us. So I don't, if I'm going to say that about the Niners, I'll say that about the Rams. They beat us. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
But Niners Broncos, that stings a little bit. We're 12-4 and beat both of them on the road.
Yeah.
So you don't know how to do a power poll.
Oh.
I mean, seriously.
Dear.
A power poll at this point isn't who you think's the best. You're putting in all the elements and you're ranking them based on that. So apparently they left the head-to-head element out.
Send your complaints to Mike DeRocco, ESPN.
Yeah, well, I don't think he puts together the power poll per se, but
no,
nonetheless, it was, it's kind of strange to win the game and drop a spot.
Mm-hmm. I still, do we have a catch-up break here?
No,
I don't think we do.
No, we're right on schedule.
I don't think so.
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
Pretty sure we're not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. He right now is tabulating.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
on schedule.
Sure we are.
I think you guys are wrong, but
well,
you'll figure it out about 9:45.
No, we're dead on schedule. We're supposed to go to break here at like 28, I believe. Is that right, E? 26, something like that. And then we'll have Fred. So we're good. Gator basketball team won their final tune-up yesterday.
First minute of the game, we foul a three-point shooter, or foul a guy shooting a three. I don't think he was a three-point shooter. He makes 1 of 3. Dartmouth is up 1-0. Alex Condon in the first 1 minute and 2 seconds goes to the bench with 2 fouls. ridiculous. And it was just a weird game. And then Urban Klavjar takes one off the jaw, a flagrant one. And then they pull ahead, and then they kind of play. I was at Strings doing.
They built it up
TV
to
show.
30, and then they just kind of
didn't play very well.
They are.
Yeah, they didn't play.
Again,
what they do is they rebound.
They're done.
They get like 59, 60 rebounds.
We've seen enough, dude. I mean, they are among not just bad, and not in the conference or not among top 25 teams. They're literally one of the worst 3-point shooting teams in all of college basketball, and we're deep into the season now. We're a third of the way in. They're shooting another 28%er last night. They're shooting 28.9%. It's 348 out of 360.
Is that really where they are?
Yes. And now last night, another 28%. They can't shoot the three. They're cooked. They have the hopes of repeating are long gone. Try and scrap out a Sweet 16 maybe and hang a banner, but we're too deep into the season for it to change. Xavier Lee's not going to be able to shoot threes at this level. He's still not doing that, even though the other things have improved. Boogie Flan has not been a three-point shooter. They'll bring Klavjar in. He'll play 21 minutes some games and won't shoot one.
We're up to 340.
We are up to 340?
Yeah.
So that's exciting. We went 28% and moved up 8 spots. How many total are there, though? I mean, it's like 360. It's like we're literally like bottom 2%.
365.
Yeah, we're 340 and 3. And again, this isn't 3 games in. This is who they are.
5 worst shooting teams in the country are New Haven, East Carolina, Ryder, Southern Utah, and Southeast Louisiana. We're mixed in there right ahead of, right behind Campbell.
Yeah, the Camels.
UAB, Cal State Bakersfield.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Anteaters are going to bring it.
There is no team on it. Now, who's the best shooting 3-point team in the country?
Yes. There's somebody that's 40-something%.
44.2%. Give it up for Colorado State.
Well, it keeps them in games, Nick.
Second best, Yale.
Yeah, is that where we got our guy from?
Third best, Belmont. We got a guy from Princeton.
No,
Fourth best, Iowa State. Akron. Who's the best? Kansas State's 9th.
Xavier Lee should have had 1,000 last night. He was he got to play the Red Tees again. Got to play an Ivy League school. He had a career high 33 against Dartmouth last year. Wow. Now on a team that actually has 5 other players that play basketball, it's hard to get to that number. They got the 3-point shooting though. Again, just back to it, and they don't have anyone else in reserve. It's like they got Halk will shoot them, but they really have 3 3-point shooting guards: Klavjar, Lee, and Boogie. And Boogie Woogie ain't been doing much so far.
I saw
this
Walt
year.
Clayton finally had a good game for Utah.
Did he?
Yeah,
he got
like 17-point
okay,
game.
back in the rotation a little bit.
Yeah.
I got sent a text from last night's Gator game, a picture from our boy Sut with the Jags.
He went down there.
Yeah, sitting courtside together, former high school teammates. You want to guess?
Sutton and somebody?
No. He took a picture of 2 former Gators who were high school teammates.
I know Teddy Dupay was there.
Yeah. Who. And who was his? Do you remember who his high school teammate was?
I'm going to get this correct because I was talking about this with Oxgator. I'm going to throw this your way because I like to win everything. But it's Ernest Graham.
Yeah. You want to throw in the high school for third extra credit?
Cape Coral Mariner.
That's it. There you go. You got all 3.
Hey, you want to go ask 1,000 people, Gator fans out there?
Yeah.
See how they do with that one? All right, here's
Teddy looked good. Teddy has had a rough road since he left Florida. He has been in some bad places.
He looked good.
Yeah, he looks good. He looks
good last time I saw him.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this question. I was kicking this around with Ox yesterday. And I got it.
All right.
So I want to see if you can get it.
Okay.
You remember Omar the Dent Maker? Omar Hunter, defensive tackle for the Florida Gators. #1 recruit in the country.
Ox accused him of being in the Taliban, I believe.
Well, that was more
Sharif Floyd. Yeah, which is also unfair.
But Omar the Dent Maker.
Yeah.
Where's he from? What high school did we lure him in from?
Omar Hunter?
Yeah. Pat on the back if you get this one, Jeff Ross.
I'm going to narrow it down.
Okay.
First, is he from Georgia?
Very good.
Yeah, I feel like he's from Georgia.
Very nice.
It wasn't one of ours.
I'm channeling it to you right now.
It wasn't Camden or Brunswick. It wasn't one of ours.
I'm giving you the answer.
Is that correct? It wasn't one of ours, right?
Do you want me to tell you?
Tell me it's not Camden or Kingsland, or is it? Yeah. Okay. So it's a.
He didn't pan out, by the way. He was like the number one player. In the
big guy, big D tackle, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Lamar Hunter,
big thick kid.
I'm just kind of. It's not there, so it'll be a guess, and I'm just going to throw a dart at a blanket.
You got the state.
I'm going to go Thomasville High.
Buford.
I almost said Buford.
I tried to channel it to you.
Damn it, man.
Tried. Freddie T next.
I did.
Here
I
on The
almost
Drill.
said Buford. Son of a B.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. Now that Christmas is over, it's time to treat your truck. Head to Leonard Truck Outfitters, where you can turn that Christmas cash or gift cards into the perfect truck upgrade. Whatever your truck needs, Leonard has it. If Santa didn't quite get it, go fix it at Leonard Truck Outfitters. Or maybe you did get exactly what you wanted, and now it's time to add even more. 2 locations, Landing and Beach Boulevard. Leonard Truck Outfitters, built for the way you work, play, and drive.
The holidays are just around the corner, and so is your entire family.
Babe, the toilet's growling at me again.
Uh-oh, the kitchen sink just turned into Old Faithful. There's no hot water!
Don't let plumbing chaos steal your holiday cheer. Call Duck Duck Rooter today to fix those issues before Aunt Linda blames you for ruining Christmas dinner. Duck Duck Rooter, your local plumbing pros. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. DuckDuckRooter.com.
Rebound Rehabilitation. 11 great locations across the First Coast, and they're just a click away when it comes to feeling strong and healthy again. If you need the best path to recovery, look no further than Rebound Rehab. Log on and check out one of their great 11 locations.
It's December. You need cash. You also need a new Kia Fast. At Keon Atlantic, you can get both because it's our year-end cash bash. And during the Kia Season of New Tradition sales event, make no payments for up to 6 months. Or take advantage of 0% APR. Hurry and get to the year-end cash bash. Online at KeonAtlantic.com. Keon Atlantic, your coastal Kia connection. For complete details, call 904-250-0587.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood Jewelers. Clayton, I've heard you talk about the quality philosophy of Underwoods. Just what is that?
Frank, simply stated, the Underwood quality philosophy is fine jewelry and gifts will bring customers back and create new customers through the endorsements given to Underwoods by our satisfied customers. However, it's our definition of quality that's really been the Underwood difference, because quality has to go beyond materials and craftsmanship and has to include things like design, how it's presented, our service, our integrity, a customer's experience in our store, and the satisfaction a customer feels when they've chosen a special gift from Underwoods. A person or a company earns a reputation over a long period of time. And in Underwoods, we know that you earn your reputation every day because that good reputation can be lost in a matter of days if you're not committed to doing the right thing for the long term.
That's Underwood, serving excellence in North Florida since 1928 in San Marco, Avondale, or the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Blitz.
How good is that? How good is that?
Bank.
How good is that?
Text Blitz to 641-1010 now.
Jeff Lagerman for Napa Auto Care Centers. This football season, make sure your ride can get to that tailgate or travel to the away game safely and dependably. You can trust the ASE certified professionals at any one of the 29 independently owned Napa Auto Care Centers and the quality Napa parts they use. Napa Auto Care Centers can handle everything: oil changes, air conditioning, brakes, engines, transmissions. Napa Auto Care Centers offers a nationwide 24-month, 24,000-mile peace of mind warranty on most repairs. Find one near you at jacksnappaautocaregroup.com.
Living on Amelia Island, having fun in Fernandina Beach? No matter what brings you to the fun, cozy town, make sure you check out the tap room at Mocama Beer Company. With a full flight of craft creations, from the Cosmico IPA to the Motor, the perfect pilsners and lagers, matching memories and some Mocama magic is what it's all about. Mocama Beer Company in Fernandina Beach, near the big water where the sun is born. And look for more Mocama craft at your local Total Wine or ABC Liquors.
This holiday season, sending a floral arrangement from Kuhn Flowers is a classy move, no matter who it's for. This is Frank Frangie. Kuhn Flowers is the most respected name in the floral business. Find out why when you go to KuhnFlowers.com and order an arrangement today.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, Dan and Jeff hand it off to our halfback.
Fred Taylor, every time he touches it, he's a candidate to go the distance.
Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins DUI defense firm and Monahan Jewelers on 1010XL.
Yeah.
All right, he's the man, he's the legend. National Football Hall of Fame semi-finalist, finalist. Needs to be a member one day. He's our guys, our running back.
Postseason brings that storyline too, right? Every year as we count down to the Super Bowl, a game that now seems plausible that the Jaguars would be in. Fred, do players realize that it's kind of more wide open than not? I mean, certainly there's an awareness of when the Patriots have it on cruise control. Of late, it's been the Chiefs. I mean, does it feel like an opening? Can you admit that if you're a player?
I don't. When you're in it, good morning, guys. First of all, happy holidays, everyone, and everyone listening. When you're in it, I don't believe so.
Yeah, I kind of thought that.
Every game is opportunity, and you don't look at those outside, factors. You don't look back a year ago or see who, won it last year. No one cares about Philly, right, or Kansas City from a couple years ago. No one cares. Like, it's about you and your opportunity, and you just don't have time to think about it. You're worried about the next opponent. You're worried about getting the win because it's all irrelevant if you don't make it happen. The season just kind of goes away. It's like, oh, we had a good season. Now it's back to, the drawing board. If you, fall for anything less than winning the Super Bowl.
I was a kid, Fred. When I was a kid, I lived down there in Miami, Florida, and watched old Dan Marino come in as a young man. And, they went to the Super Bowl like in his second year. And, man, you thought, boy, this team is good. I mean, they're unstoppable with the Marks brothers, Duper and Clayton, and Marino would just throw for more yards than anybody, and Shula had them going on, and you thought, man, this team's going to go to the Super Bowl all the time. And one thing through watching that and his career unfold is you realize, man, it ain't easy. It ain't easy to get
It's not
there.
easy.
And if you get there, boy, you get a chance. You got to put everything you got into getting there. And I suspect that in a way. I mean, you were a young guy back in the 90s. You probably thought you guys were going to the playoffs every year. You probably kind of felt the same way.
Look, I came from a winning college program. I lost 6 games in 4 years at UF. And
thank you, Fred. Thank you.
Yeah,
They do that by November now, Fred. Yeah, by November they take care of that.
Thank you, Fred. Thank you.
So I have to remind people out there. So my transition to the NFL, we were 11-5 my rookie year, and 11-5 feels more like let's say 12-3 than it does 11-5. Right? We go to the playoffs. We blow out the Patriots in the wild card round. And then the very next game, we lose to the Jets. And automatically you think, okay, we'll be back. We'll be back. Right? And then the very next year, we come back and we dominate the entire NFL minus the Titans. We go 14-2, AFC Championship game. And then we lose in the AFC Championship game. Yes, we fall short. But the feeling is, okay, we're going to reset and do this again. But unfortunately, the bottom fell out.
Yeah.
Those next 3 years, which eventually led to Coach Coughlin being fired. But yeah, you automatically think this is, our team. We got a lot of familiar faces. We got the same head coach. It's going to be a cakewalk. Not necessarily when you're in it, but when you look back and you say, okay, we were good. Even that team in '99 was so good. We didn't know how good we were, but we were so good. We should have beat the entire league. It didn't happen. But yeah, so these guys that are in it right now, man, they don't know any better, especially the rookies. The rookies just don't know. Like, they just don't know. There's no way for them to be able to comprehend right now. The veterans, the Josh Hines Allens of the world, the guys that were there in Kansas City when they lost in the playoffs after beating the Chargers, they would go to KC and lose. Those guys get it. The rest of the team who hadn't made the playoffs, they just don't understand right now. There's no way for them to understand until they get in it, and then they're in that situation.
Me and Pross always talk about the forgotten playoff game of the Jacksonville Jaguars, who have played 16 of them. That was the Patriots game where you
that 97
went 33. I just looked 33-162 for Freddie T in that playoff game.
Pete Carroll, I believe, was the coach of
was.
the Patriots.
And then we went to you had a good game against the Jets too, 20 for 86. So very good numbers that you posted back in that year.
Those were that was a lot of fun. It was like I remember exactly how we lost to the Jets. I remember the game against the Patriots. I felt like that first playoff game I should have had 200. I made one bad cut. It turned a 50-yard run. Should have been a 90 yard run or so. But I digress. And then the Jets game, it was a good game. And then we just lost. I remember Keyshawn Johnson.
Played safety.
They put him on defense and to stop a Hail Mary attempt. And we just lost that game. I still thought we were the better team. But, again, I thought we were a better team than the Titans. All of those games. And quite naturally, honestly, they were a better team because they won. That's just how it goes.
If we kept waiting for this Jaguar team to slip up. They haven't, Fred. They just keep getting better and better, and to the point of development where they can not play their best football. Arizona, the Raiders, you could argue even the Colts game, and yet they're still piling up victories. And with the division title at stake this weekend and a wide open AFC playoff, what are your expectations for this football team in January and hopefully into February?
My expectations, obviously, at this point, is to hope they finish their season in San Francisco, playing for a Super Bowl. Those are my personal expectations, which I don't say out loud often, because I know the realism of it all. It's week to week, and the game again. Last week I said the season's just starting. This week the season's just starting because of what's at stake. And a lot can unfold if they don't go out and be their best and lose to a pesky Titans team who wants to play spoiler. But my expectations are pretty much the same as every Jaguar fan around the world. We're expecting the team to finish strong and finish in San Francisco. But realistically, I think the bigger expectation is just hoping they go out there week in, week out and play as well as they've been able to play. Trevor has to continue to manage the football, continue to be a great manager of the team, where we see situations where he's playing so smart, and the situational awareness in his play has, I think it's 3x this season and compared to other seasons. He and Coach Cohen, they're on the same page, man, and the cohesion between those two, I guess just being able to see what Trevor loves, finding what they can do versus those defenses. They're just taking advantage of each and every opportunity. Trevor's running the ball a lot more effective. The run game as a whole is very complimentary right now. And everybody's just believing. Parker Washington, a guy who's believing. Brenton Strange, his return, he's made the offense more explosive. Brian Thomas, Myers, they're hitting on all the chords. And as long as they can continue to play well on offense, the defense is actually playing really good football. It's a bend, don't break. They find ways to get out of holes. Even when other teams seem to have fast start, the red zone defense has been fire hot, limiting teams to field goals, and then eventually being opportunistic and finding ways to get turnovers when it's crunch time, as you would see Jerry and Jones did last week. So to uplift them from a tie ball game. So this team is hitting on all cylinders. A little luck here and there never hurts, but they're a good football team.
Yeah. Hey, Fred, before we let you run, Derrick Henry the other night, his 7th 200-yard game of his career.
He's man-child.
He's unbelievable, man. That's the most,
people
by the
are
way,
saying this is a down year.
Yeah.
They were talking about a rotation, Fred. They told that man they were going to put him in a running back rotation. He said, hold my beer.
People are crazy.
Yeah,
I think the thing that's being magnified and they're calling it a down year, is that he's fumbling the ball at the wrong time.
Right.
You know, he's fumbled in big games. He's fumbled just at the wrong times, and you can't fumble. But this year isn't the most fumbles he's had in a season. You know, the guy he touches the ball 300-plus times a year. You're going to put it on the ground here and there.
Right.
It's just that he's putting it on the ground at the wrong time, which has led to, a loss or so for his team. And people don't forget those, more so than him just battering defenses in the run game. So Derek is still a dog, man, and I was hoping it would take him a little longer to pass me. He's a 12,000-yard running back now. So he just kind of jumped over me and probably a few other guys in the process as well. He's going to continue to climb that ladder. I don't know if he'll make number one, but he certainly is a 15,000-yard back, so he'll finish in the top 5, knock on wood, as long as he stays healthy.
Man, so many
Great stuff.
carries in his career, too. I guess maybe Bama got a little bit of a break because they had so many.
I mean, high school. I went to the U-League game where he and Kelvin, my son, played against each other.
Yeah, that was
He
great.
was getting the ball 30 times a game in high school. But he has a great program. You see him on social media running the hills, doing all different types of calisthenics, weight-free, and then when he throws the weight on, it's like a building. He's pressing an entire building worth of weight. But he's just a machine, and man deserves all the credit. And the people that say he's slowing down, they just don't understand the game. He has two or three more big years like he had this year. I think he can put that together.
Freddie, when he was in high school, we went up there one time, and he was they had a truck on the track, and he was pushing the truck around the track, and I thought, this guy likes to work. He was literally behind a truck pushing it up and
remember the conversation about he should have been a DN.
Linebacker.
Change his position.
Oops.
I would tell people he was just a more athletic, a more gifted Eddie George.
Yeah. Yes. Very good.
A guy who has a better jump cut.
Yes.
Eddie didn't have a big jump cut like a small back, but Derek has a jump cut similar to I don't want to get too far ahead of myself and say it was similar to mine, but he has
for a big man.
Yes.
For a bigger man, he has an amazing jump cut.
Freddie, always appreciate my man. We'll see you this weekend. Talk to you next week.
Thanks, Fred.
You better believe it. I'll be there.
All right, my man. There he goes.
That's the Tuesday morning running. All right. Well, if you were a little bit chapped by the ESPN Power Poll that had us dropping a spot to number 6, I will improve your mood with a couple of other power rankings.
My ass is chapped.
Yes, chapped, friend. Chapped. I meant lips, but whatever. Back with more next.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This Sunday, we blitz the bank. All week long, listen for the Blitz the Bank sounder and text the keyword BLITZ for your shot at tickets to see the Jags take down the Titans.
641-1010.
It's a Jags ticket blitz. Let's fill the seats and blitz the bank.
It's an all-out blitz.
All week on 1010XL. Or buy tickets now at jaguars.com/tickets.
Hey, always facing interesting economic times as we wrap up 2025 and look to 2026. For me, I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be more thrilled to be with ITB Partners. Jacksonville folks taking care of my Jacksonville money. This guy's a rube when it comes to investing money. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm doing, but I found people who do. Those are my ITB partners that have experience, expertise, and knowledge. Dan Abel, Janice Cobb, Reed Wingate, Reagan Wright, Jeff Hartman, and Chris Bryan, man. They listen. They explain things. They don't mind explaining it over and over again. They know it sounds somewhat foreign to me, and they will work with me. And if they can work with me, they can work with you. And you need to get started. What are you waiting for? I don't know if you looked at the stock market lately, but it's doing very nicely. So get in the game. Chris at ITBPartners.com or call them 312-9751, 312-9751. They're ITB Partners. My financial partners for life.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
Hi, folks. It's Frank Frangie. Did you know that individuals over age 60 have great results on Awaken 180? See how you could drop weight and get off your medications in just 3 months with Awaken 180's Golden Program. Visit awaken180weightloss.com.
All gas, no brake. That's what the Jags have been lately. If you're going to use that fuel, you may as well be saving at the pump. And it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. When you become a new member of the Shell Fuel Rewards program, you'll save 10 cents per gallon on your first fill, 20 cents per gallon on your second, and then 30 on your third. Get everyday savings. At Shell, members get more rewards, savings, and special offers. Offer valid through 12/31/26 at participating Shell locations. Offer must be redeemed within 60 days of registration. Limit 20 gallons. Restrictions apply.
XL Primetime is back weekdays noon to 2, and on Wednesdays, join Dr. George Bari at 1:20 for the latest in sports injuries from all the big names in the game. Make sure you catch Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime Wednesdays at 1:20 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Julington Creek Pest Control has been serving our community since 1984. Our turf management program is an all-out blitz, granular fertilization, weed and insect control, keeping your lawn championship green all year. Quarterly pest control stops bugs before they ever cross your goal line. Family owned, locally operated, expert technicians, top quality products, no gimmicks, just winning results. Julington Creek Pest Control, our family serving yours since 1984.
In Northeast Florida, power outages are unavoidable, but losing comfort, security, and peace of mind doesn't have to be. With a Generac home standby generator from American Electrical Contractors, your power comes back on automatically the moment an outage begins. As Jacksonville's leading and one of the longest-running Generac dealers, American Electrical Contracting has the experience you deserve. Be prepared. Protect your home and family. Protect your business. Generac standby generators from American Electrical Contractors. Call 737-7770 or online at american-electrical.com.
Hey, folks, it's Frank Frangie for Lee and Kate's Glass. And I think you deserve a spa-like shower, don't you? Get rid of that dirty, dated setup you have in your bathroom. Those old-style showers can be really ugly. Install a gorgeous frameless shower with thick, sexy glass and a free diamond coating protection that's easier to clean, like Rain-X for your shower. Your bathroom will feel like a luxury spa every morning and night. You deserve it. Visit my friends at leeandkatesglass.com.
You're gonna see a big difference.
The new Ackerman Cancer Center is now open at World Golf Village, providing state-of-the-art screenings and diagnostic exams with no referral required. Same-day appointments are available. Call today or visit AckermanCancerCenter.com.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. I think the Jags will continue to play well. I don't think they'll get rattled because everybody now thinks they're good because they've got football players. This isn't about traits. It's not about long arms. It's not about how fast you run the 40. It's about having good football players, and the Jags have really emphasized that. Good football players, you know what they do? They just keep going out and playing good football. I think the Jags are going to. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealerships. Frank Frangie here. Nimnik Buick GMC wishes you and your family a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And for the holidays, Nimnik Buick GMC has prices that are better than ever. You're looking for a dealership that actually makes car buying easy? Well, at Nimnik, you'll find unbeatable holiday savings, huge selection of Buicks and GMCs, plus flexible financing that fits your budget. Whether you're looking for a new SUV, work-ready truck, or certified pre-owned, they've got you covered. So don't wait. Start shopping at NimnikBuickGMC.com or visit the showroom off Phillips Highway today. GMC, we are professional grade.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
I like this that I stumbled upon yesterday, this little number I'm about to bring you folks. It's college football playoff is this weekend, or this week.
Yeah, we got a game tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, yeah. We got Ohio State, Miami tomorrow night.
That's correct.
Joe, you will be out there.
10.5-point underdog are the Canes.
Yeah, it's an interesting game.
That seems like too many points to me. I think Miami, but Miami's weird. If they play a good team, they're liable to show up. It's, let a 14-point dog come calling, and you got to worry.
But you're talking about big bowl games. It's the Rose Bowl. It's the, that's Indiana and Alabama. It's the Cotton Bowl. It's Ohio State and Miami. It's the Orange Bowl, Texas Tech and Oregon. And it's the Sugar Bowl, Georgia and Ole Miss.
Okay.
I mean, those games in our day were not just sellouts. They were impossible to get tickets for. They were hard to do. These games...
The playoff games aren't sold out?
The Cotton and the Orange likely won't sell out. You can get into the Rose Bowl for $120.
I think and Doring said this, I think they need to do the first 2 rounds on campus.
Yeah, obviously.
And give a top seed a home game.
Because you're asking people to spend money and travel
3 times.
3 times.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You got to roll the dice.
Yeah, you forget about that. And by the way, you've also, in many cases, asked them to travel for the conference championship game.
It's kind of, in a way, for us, it's kind of like the baseball playoffs. And your team makes the playoffs.
Yeah.
And you want to go see them. And like one year, I've always had if they go to the World Series, I'm going. And 2 years ago when the Mets made it, we went to the Phillies series, which worked out well for us. We did not go to the Dodgers, which worked out well for us. But we would have had to come back with money for the World Series. So it's, constant demands. But the college football playoff can be a bit taxing on the consumer of a good team. I'd like that problem, but we don't have it right now.
All right, I have a sporting news power poll.
Sporting News is still in business?
Yeah, they landed.
They still send out that magazine?
No, I think it's online only, but yeah. Anywho, they have the Jags number 3, so they hit E's number. But wait, it gets better. You want a mood improvement? Here we go. Mm-hmm. USA Today, they're real.
Pretty real.
USA Today. This is reputable. No.
Yes.
And I'm not giving you the blackandteal.com. They have a power poll here. And if you scoot down to the top 5 there and take a look-see at the landscape, you'll find at number 5 the Los Angeles Rams. Number 4, the San Francisco 49ers. Number 3, the Seattle Seahawks. Number 2, the Denver Broncos. And number 1, the Jacksonville Jaguars. USA Today having the Jags number 1 in their power poll. Right. The Colts tried to play spoiler week 17 the way the Jags had tripped them up in the past. In years prior, Jacksonville may have fallen into that trap, but Liam Cohen has turned Trevor Lawrence into a dual-threat dynamo with MVP upside, and his defense continues to rally to the ball. Jacksonville has given up only 15.6 points per game in the last 7 weeks. We talked a lot about the offense and the scoring 25 a game. Look, remember that number, 15.6, okay, in the last 7 games. You are what you are, and recency bias exists in the NFL as it should because it's week-to-week league. But right now, the leaders in points allowed in the NFL, number 1, Houston, 16.6. Is that more than 15.6? Jags are giving up 15.6 the last 7 weeks. The Texans for the year, 16.6. In fact, the Jags are all the way down to 20.6 now, number 9 overall in scoring defense.
Go to hell, Houston.
Joe Yu is
Joe Yu.
Is that Joe you said? Yeah. All right, well, let's get him in here real quick up against the break. That way we can end the call.
Top of the morning, boys.
Hello, Joseph.
Top of the morning. Headed to Dallas, but the football gods are shining and smiling on your boy. Saints with a 4-game winning streak, soon to be 5 when we play the Falcons. The Jaguars with a 7-game winning streak.
Oh, look at you!
And you know what? You know who the football guys also smiling on?
Who's that?
That wonderful little small market called Duval.
Yes.
Reigns that went down there in one state.
Yes.
The Jags, number 1 in the power poll.
Yes.
And straight out of Mandarin, about to lead the 5-time national champions to their 6th is Carson.
Yes.
Back, baby. The U is back.
Hey, Joe Yu, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
I was watching this video last night, and I'm sure you've seen it. I want to know who the cat is who went to the Ohio State practice.
That's some nut job. He has like almost 1 million followers on Twitter too. He's a
what did he do?
Dudes are getting
He's an internet.
Dudes
troll.
are getting off the bus. Ohio State players.
Ohio State players.
And
in Dallas.
Well, I guess. And
he's not with us.
He's not with you, but he's a Canes fan,
No,
right?
he's an LSU fan. Actually,
Oh, okay. and dude just you lost to one Cuban. One Cuban. Mendoza, you're going to lose. You got 20 Cubans at Miami. You got no chance. I mean, they're right in front of them. And these people there.
That stuff makes me uncomfortable. I don't watch that stuff.
Dude, he never, he never stopped. He went for like 9 minutes. And like some security guard lady said, my dad would kick your ass. And he goes, he didn't stop. He didn't stop, bro. He never took a breath. And he just kept...
I clicked on his profile. He's
not a Canes guy,
but he's got 945,000 followers.
Well, that's why.
And an active Twitter site.
He did something on in front of a city council in Dallas once.
Ooh, yeah, that stuff makes me uneasy watching.
But anyway, I was just curious. I knew you'd seen it, so being the social media expert that you are, Hip Hop Harry and such. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to.
Let's bring back this win, and then we're in Glendale next week against more than likely Georgia.
I learned who was in the hip hop. Did you see who was actually in the Hip Hop Harry costume?
No.
Kirby Freeman.
Oh, dear. Thank you, Joe. You. Good luck. Have fun out there.
All right, boys.
All right. See you,
I'll
buddy.
be back from Dallas before you know it and give you all updates. Peace.
Bye.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
A great season often depends on keeping your best players on the field.
Let me know if he's ever going to play football again, or do I need to find me another wide receiver?
Listen for the personal injury attorneys Farah and Farah Injury Update.
Jacksonville.
Come on, you can't play without me.
On 1010XL.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
The best wings in town are coming to River City Marketplace. Leon Cersei here. Wingstop is opening another North Jacksonville location soon at the end of December. You always get fresh, made-to-order wings in 11 flavors, including original, hot, garlic parm, and of course, lemon pepper. Wingstop now has 18 locations in Jacksonville, always open until 1 a.m. So skip the wait and order your wings online at wingstop.com and swing by to pick up at the brand new Wingstop location in River City Marketplace.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
December 30th is the birthday for Sandy Koufax, Tiger Woods, and LeBron James.
Pickett here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this Moore just wanted to remind folks of vehicles less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
Are you searching for a career in the HVAC industry? Florida Home AC is looking for an A-team. Full-time positions for qualified individuals to train for HVAC service technicians, install mechanics, and sales consultants. Just log on to FloridaHomeAC.com and click on careers to find out more. We're talking great compensation, a 5-day work week, no downtime in the off-season, and a company-provided vehicle. Check it all out at FloridaHomeAC.com/career. That's FloridaHomeAC.com/career. Equal opportunity employer.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
The best financial move you can make this time of year? How about lowering your mortgage rate to 4.99% fixed APR, the lowest rate in years? How about getting up to $500,000 out of your home equity in the process? You can do it now by calling Loan Pronto. Hey, it's Prosper here, and with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can get a ton of cash, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and skip up to 2 house payments. One homeowner just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. Wiped out their credit cards and 2 car loans, saved $2,100 a month. So don't wait. No hard credit pull up front, and you probably won't even need an appraisal. Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Act now. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Start the new year by wiping out your high-interest debt. 904-999-1508. And you can see how much cash you can get today. That's loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, APR for well-qualified buyers. Visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Hey guys, if you messed up by getting her a robot vacuum cleaner for Christmas, Beard's Diamonds can get you out of the doghouse. Now through New Year's weekend, you can still get that stunning piece of jewelry and save up to 44%. Everything's included: rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, bands, all the gifts women love every day of the year. But hurry, this amazingly popular offer ends January 3rd at 5 p.m. and will not be extended. And if you're planning that New Year's weekend proposal, we've got you covered with a great selection of ready-to-wear diamond rings starting as low as $795. It's been a fantastic year at Beard's, and we're so grateful for your business and your trust. In a sea of mega corporate chain jewelers, we're honored to be the only one that's locally owned in the town center. We are proud to be a part of this amazing community, and you can count on us again in 2026 to deliver the highest quality jewelry at the guaranteed best value, with the service and attention you can only get from an independent jeweler that's been around nearly 45 years. Happy New Year from Beard's Diamonds.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Honda of the Avenues. Jaguar head coach Liam Cohen just made NFL history, the first rookie coach ever to win 12 games after inheriting a 4-win team. Coastal Carolina faces Louisiana Tech in the 49th Radiant Technologies Independence Bowl. Hear the play-by-play starting this afternoon at 2 on 1010XL AM and stream. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 9:04 and it's 41 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
I'm faded, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time.
Oh, Mr. Nasty time.
The nasty time.
It's time. Now, it's time for the 9 o'clock nasty on the drill.
We're wasting time.
Here are Jeff Prosser, Dan Hicken, and E.T.
I just saw our friend Max, employee here at 1010XL. You hear him on the air doing local sports updates.
Max leaving. He gone.
And I thought about McNasty, and he had a bad run-in with McNasty, and I think that's what put him over the top.
What?
Yeah.
You're suggesting that Max is leaving 1010XL because it's due to a McNasty incident?
This son of a bee makes everybody uncomfortable. Oh. And for some reason, he's got gratis around here.
He leaves me alone pretty much.
And he just hangs out here all the time. I don't know if it's because he's E's little buddy or...
You guys invite him. Who are you kidding?
I don't invite him
You invented him.
anymore.
The two of you did. With the scurrilous language and TV shows that you follow. I mean,
rock
who are you
with
kidding?
McNasty.
Huh?
Rock with him. That's my
I
dog.
know you do.
Well, McNasty and Max went out recently.
Uh-huh.
And it didn't end well.
Oh.
Max is uncomfortable around him, and Max decided to
I gotta
join the
get outta
United
here.
States Coast Guard and represent our country. And he told me the last thing he said to me before he leaves, he said, as he heads off to basic training, he said, if he can do it, I can do it.
That's not what he said.
That's not what he said?
No.
Oh.
You said something interesting earlier I hadn't thought about, and I think to your average Jaguar fan, it probably doesn't matter much, and in some cases, they might look more forward to it this way.
All right.
I'm old school. I mean, if you tell me our first-round playoff matchup, I'd like for it to be either Saturday or 1 o'clock on Sunday.
Yeah.
If for me. There'll be 3 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday, and then 1, and this is the one that you kind of forget about, a Monday nighter.
Yeah.
E.T., Monday night matter to you? Would you more or less? Would you rather not have a Monday night playoff game? Would you rather have one, or you don't care either way?
I would only for my selfish reasons. I would not want one
Because we get up early,
then I gotta
right?
sleep
I'd
on
rather
the
be
couch.
able to absorb the whole thing, be down
Right.
there for the whole game,
But
and we
for the
will
energy
be.
and for the city,
Yeah.
give me that Monday night.
Yeah. I wonder, would Jag fan want to go Monday night, work night, so to speak, or would you rather have the weekend? Wait, and there's also this: are they going to assign these games based on how attractive they are? Are they just going to throw them and shake them up, and where it falls, it falls?
No, because if you go look at the history of Wild Card Weekend, the Saturday 4:30 game is the AFC South Annual.
So that in this case,
it almost always is because nobody likes the AFC South. They're not the biggest markets. You know, if it's Indy or
it's going to be
or Houston.
Houston,
it's a big
Pittsburgh.
market, but still.
Houston, Baltimore, then.
Yeah, well, it could
What's
be.
the more attractive game? Houston, Baltimore, Jacksonville, Buffalo. They're real similar.
Well, we're biased, but Jacksonville, Buffalo has the panache of Josh Allen, which is huge,
And
but
Trevor.
They're small markets. They're both really small markets. So I don't know how much that factors into how they pick them and choose them. You have to go because it probably would be a Saturday would be Fox and then
Sometimes,
streaming.
I don't know. Sometimes it's ESPN. They do all kinds of stuff.
No, I think it's Fox or
Like
streaming.
Peacock or someone.
Yeah, and then it's CBS, Fox, and NBC, and then it's
ABC Monday night.
Yeah,
I would
think
rather
that's how it
I would rather not have the Monday night, but to be honest,
And the networks don't-
we got to work on Tuesday
the
morning.
networks don't care anymore about AFC or NFC. There's none of that.
I don't think and the NFL to me seems like it's become so popular that the market size probably doesn't matter as much. Like
Yeah, maybe
everyone's
not.
going to watch the playoff game, whether it's New
Yes.
York or Buffalo.
That could be true.
You know, so I think it's more about the star power. And
Well, I think a lot depends also on how this all shakes out. Remember, we still have some.
Yeah, still gotta win a
the
game,
AFC, we kind of got to. Yeah, that's also true. The AFC, we kind of got a feel for. Not to get ahead. You're right. You have to beat the Titans, and Tony reminded us. I mean, it's things can happen.
who will the national media dub as the best playoff games? You know what I'm saying? Like which matchups? I don't even know what the NFC matchups are, so maybe it's a bad time to ask the question.
Well,
but we're in the NFC. You're going to get Houston at Baltimore, Pittsburgh.
Who wins Seahawks Niners?
Niners.
Niners?
I think at home.
All right. So the Niners would be the 1 seed.
Go there, yeah. So you don't have to worry.
The Bears would be the 2 seed. The Bears would play the Packers.
Okay, that sounds like Saturday night prime time.
Okay, Bears and Packers are locked in. Eagles Rams.
Sounds like Sunday 4:30.
Now this one could be the throwaway game. Seattle at Carolina. That could be your Saturday 4:30.
Houston Pittsburgh also. That could also be Saturday 4:30. If Houston Baltimore's probably got a little bit more attraction than Houston Pittsburgh, right?
Mm-hmm. So it's wide open.
Yeah, to the point we said this. Just as you're trying to guide your path, well, I'd rather play them. I'd rather play them. All the teams are tough, and all the games are good.
Man, I mean, imagine the Seahawks and the Rams 5 and 6 seeds.
If you're Houston, are you better off being the 3 seed and hosting Buffalo, or are you better off being the 5 and playing at Pittsburgh?
At Pittsburgh.
Well, we're in the same boat. How would you answer for us?
I brought that up weeks ago, and you said always have a home.
Yeah,
game,
and I think, and you probably would land there.
Yeah,
But that matchup, although Pittsburgh is so weird, if it's them,
they're unpredictable,
and so is Baltimore for that matter. That Baltimore game against Green Bay, I didn't see that coming. Packers need that win.
I think there's some question if Lamar Jackson is even going to play. And there was a big article on Lamar Jackson by the Baltimore columnist up there.
Yeah, there was.
And he took your guy to task.
He did.
And he said, you know what? He's a pain in the A. He's a child. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's a child.
Correct.
And so he likes to stay up late playing video games. They move their practice
This is in
times
the afternoons.
Yeah, to give for him.
I don't like hearing any of this. It's not good. It's understandable why they're not winning at a higher level.
Baby him.
Yeah, and a viable candidate. Maybe at this point you've had enough.
But he's also. I didn't read the article, but I heard them talking about the article on somewhere. And this is where maybe it was Florio on Sunday Night Football, but this is where being your own agent hurts too.
Yes,
you build up this buffer with the organization. You can't handle the football things while you handle the business things, and so it may have, and that's why it lingered like it did. And it takes away from the attractiveness of having him on your roster.
Now, the next question is, have we seen the best of Lamar Jackson?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Those are pretty.
He's not going to get more healthy and more
Is
spry.
he ever going to throw 40 touchdowns and have 5 picks, or didn't he have a year
No,
like
I think
that?
he could do that.
He did 41 and 4. Or something.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever do that again.
Well, if he stays healthy, I think his passing is better than it used to be. But the problem with Lamar is if he loses that getaway, it's not just the plays making, but it means he's getting tackled and hurt, because he's not getting away.
He doesn't escape like he used to.
No, that's not this
And
year.
I don't know
he
if
hasn't.
it's the
It might be a 1-year thing.
I don't know. I think I'm going to say this. I've said this over and over again, and we've had these conversations so many times. Give me 5 years. Lamar Jackson's a shooting star. Give me the 5 years of his very best.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens and go from there. But maybe we're past that now. He's been in the league a while, or maybe somehow Baltimore finds a way to win, and this is the year he gets him to the Super Bowl. Who knows? Nobody knows. I mean, that's kind of the incredible thing. He's only got He's only got 18 touchdown passes this year. 18.
Well, he's missed a bunch. He's missed some time, too.
He's played 12 games, bro.
Yeah.
He threw 41-4 last year. That was a career high. Second year in the league, he threw 36-6, though. But rushing, how many yards do you think he rushed for this year?
Probably about 400.
340. Last year, 915, 821, 764, 767, 1,005, 1,206. That's what he's rushed for. Damn, he was good. I mean, second year in the league, 176 carries, 1,206 yards, 7 touchdowns, 35 rushing touchdowns, 6,500 rushing yards. Boy, it takes its toll. That's a lot of yards to, he's thrown for 22,370 yards. 184 touchdowns, just 55 picks. Been extremely good. Is Lamar Jackson a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
No question.
Yeah, he's definitely a Hall of Famer.
Jeff, is Lamar Jackson a Hall of Famer? If his career ended today?
It'd be argued if it ended today because he's going to be way down career lists of accomplishment. The MVPs are really, and when I say all, he's got to hold on to.
He's got the MVPs though,
but he's got a losing playoff record, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, at some point you don't get extra credit, man. I mean, to be a Hall of Famer, you got to win titles, man. This guy hadn't even been to a Super Bowl. Are you Are you a Hall of Famer if at a most valuable player position you can't get him there once? That's hard. I mean, tell me a great quarterback, a Hall of Fame quarterback who never went to a Super Bowl.
Wow. Dan Marino.
He went to one.
Was Matt Stafford a Hall of Famer before going at before?
No,
okay.
Matt Stafford didn't go to that win that Super Bowl. He wouldn't have gone to the Hall of Fame, I bet.
Oof.
Philip.
He didn't go to a Super Bowl.
Right.
And again, that's one of the reasons he ain't great. Somebody has said, and I don't know if it's just somebody speaking, that like if it's an opinion or if it's a rule, but does it have to be a 4 seed versus 5 seed on Monday Night Football? Have you heard that? Like the Monday Night Football matchup has to be a 4 versus 5?
Why?
I don't know why, and I can't get it confirmed. I'm not saying it is, but somebody sent that on the text. Maybe that's their suggestion rather than I can't find like a rule. Monday Night Football last night just goes to show you how little you can take for granted in the NFL. But the weird thing about this is they really screwed the Bucs. That's terrific. I love the fact that the Bucs don't get to lose 8 of their last 10, 4 in a row, 7 of 8, and win a game against the lowly Panthers at home and win the division. I love the fact that Atlanta's now put the screws to them. And if Atlanta beats the Saints now, the Bucs don't get in. No matter what they do.
That's crazy.
They could win the game and not get in.
Well, I said in the, I don't know what hour it was, early in the program this morning.
4 o'clock hour.
The 4 o'clock hour. As you know, we're now going around the clock until the Jaguars lose, around the clock, overnights. Man, that Puka catch was so good, and they called it incomplete. And I still don't understand why it's incomplete. I mean, I do, but I don't. And I don't like the rules, and I just like to sometimes, oh, man, that was...
That was a close one. It was a ball where he caught the ball, and then they dislodged his arm from the ball, and then it's kind of dubious if he was in play or out of play from that point.
He got his feet in there, and his feet down.
This is the hard part. Like, I would look at that play and keep it incomplete. And I don't disagree strongly, but I'm not sure. The losing that ball is what screwed him.
Yeah.
If he doesn't do that, then it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, but he was losing the ball while he was falling down, and then he regained control.
The key is there when he regained control, whether he was already dragging on the sideline or his knee was down. They didn't go that far into it, really. But I wish I could sure get this 4-5 thing settled, though. I'm having a hard time finding the answer to that.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. You ought to be able to. We get spoiled, don't we? Entitled.
Right.
If I Google, I ought to have the answer. I shouldn't Google, have to go through and then refine my search. I mean, it's 2026, ET. They tell me they got artificial intelligence. Can I just ask a question and get it? Does the Monday Night Football playoff game have to be a 4 versus 5 matchup? Simple. Why, when I Google that, do I say there wasn't a Monday Night Football game on December 30th?
Hey, what the hell are you sending me? This is bringing me down.
What's wrong?
Yeah, it brought me down too. I sent it to you too, man.
Is that not? Is this just came out?
Yeah, 9 a.m. this morning.
What happened?
Oh, son's a.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, Freddie not in there?
No. 2026 Pro Football Hall of Fame finalists.
He probably knew that this morning, huh?
15 of them.
Really?
Frank Gore.
Jahari Evans. Good
Frank
Lord.
Gore goes right over him.
Willie Anderson. Torrey Holt.
Come on, man.
Reggie Wayne.
I love Frank Gore. Frank Gore, a good dude.
He's a Jaguar legend.
Aaron Woodson.
Not as good as Freddie.
Adam Vinith, freaking Terry. Go find a football owner man in history and say, hey, man, you can have Adam Vinatieri or Fred Taylor. Why doesn't that stuff matter in Hall of Fame? Like, why do we got to dumb it down by position? If you're a kicker, you're not in. You're not important enough. You're all the same.
Crapping on my guy TC, crapping on our guy Freddie T.
Marshall Yanda. Come on, man.
Come on, guys.
Did Marshall Yanda start? I mean, what are we doing here?
Listen, I sort of disagree. All these guys are great players when I look up there, but I just.
Well, that's what the problem is, getting out of that. Usually you get in that club, you stay there till they put you in. I don't like it.
We're not in the room now.
We're not getting back. We're getting backed out. We're not making the room. This is terrible, terrible news. We're going to break. It's a Cal and Chuck Accessories Tuesday. Stay tuned.
Put that on our shoulder, Liam.
We're going to blitz the bank this week.
The chip on our shoulder, Liam. Small market.
So be listening for your cue to text and win free tickets.
What? Free tickets?
Jags Tight.
Who's got tickets?
Well, we do.
We have tickets?
We do.
We're giving them away?
I don't know about right here. People got to listen. They got to stay on tune.
Have you given away tickets this morning?
It's a ploy to make them listen every minute of every day. Work with me.
Work with us.
Back with more next.
Listen. Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Putting the fence in defense.
The ball comes out! The ball has come out!
Each week, Superior Fence and Rail presents the Defensive Player of the Game on 1010XL.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey ham, melted cheddar and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It's time for the Plumbing 411 from Superior Plumbing and Pipelining. When your kitchen or bathroom drain just won't clear, there's probably a deeper blockage. Food scraps, grease, soap scum, even small objects can jam up your pipes. Superior Plumbing and Pipelining uses advanced tools to find the clog and flush it away for good. Don't wait for a tiny clog to become a big headache. Make the superior choice when your drains are clogged. And learn more at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, you have children, of course you want to take care of your family. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney, but we both want to know, have you done your will? Something you need to do, something you need to take care of, something to get on your to-do list, but don't just leave it there. Get it done. You got to get your assets to the people that you choose. You work hard for your money. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson's your guy. He'll listen. He'll help you out with your decisions. He'll provide you all the info needed. It'll make all your choices easy. They're the Hinson Law Firm, and they got all the answers. If you have questions, reach out. 527-1700, 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
Number 91 joins number 55. Eric Armstead brings his big resume to Helmets and Heels Fridays at 3. Tuned up by orthopedic specialists of Jacksonville. Move better, live stronger. Jacksonville's trusted orthopedic experts.
Hi, this is Dave Barker with IHRS. Are you frustrated with those trendy pills, drops, and lotions that claim to make your hair thicker and fuller? Are you taking weight loss drugs or medication that's making your hair fall out? Whether you're frustrated with results from treatments that just don't work, or you no longer have the fuller, thicker hair that you once had, there's a better way. Our hair restoration solutions have helped literally over 10,000 men and women restore their hair in as little as 2 office visits.
Ready to grow your hair back and have permanent, natural, and guaranteed results? For your confidential consultation, call 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Or go to hairforme.com. That's hairforme.com.
This is the home of the Florida Gators. Get your Gators hoops on 1010XL. Brought to you by the personal injury attorneys of Farah and Farah, Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville, and Renewal by Anderson, custom windows and doors. Merry Christmas from 1010XL.
This is Robin Sidbury from Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. Family owned and operated since 1986. We'd like to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a happy, safe, and prosperous New Year from our family to yours.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code HEAT to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code HEAT for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code HEAT for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Why do we always act this way? I have this question for you guys. You were leaving the room, and Cross was leaving the room, and he banged his foot or head on something and hurt himself, elbow. And my instant reaction was
He
laughter.
laughs what he does. You're ugly now.
But I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm normal.
Okay.
But why is that? Like with kids, you know how like when a kid is upset and you can't get the kid to stop, and so you just say, "Well, it'd be funny if I fall down," and you fall down, and the kid starts going.
I never used that before. That's a new one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You can turn a kid's crying to laughing just by like, "Here, watch this." Whack.
I never used that one.
Yeah. They always laugh. What is it about the human spirit that makes us laugh at others' pain? As long as it's not too bad. Now, like if you had snapped your leg or something in half, I would have said, "Oh dear, that's bad." Like the grape lady stomping on the grapes with the wine. Then I would have said something. All right, we're back on the drill. It's 9:25. Good morning. I was just checking out these NFL quarterback playoff records. By the way, Patrick Mahomes will not get to add to his 17-4 record.
That's
in
pretty
the
good
postseason.
What about Josh Allen? Is he in the Hall of Fame of his career into today? Same boat as Lamar, isn't he?
Yeah, I would think so.
He hadn't been to a Super Bowl either. I'd say the same thing about Josh Allen I'm saying about Lamar.
Yeah, Josh Allen's 7-6 in the playoffs.
Yeah. What is Lamar in the playoffs?
But Lamar's a little more accomplished in his career because it's the two MVPs. But yeah,
I feel like Josh Allen is.
I do too.
More accomplished.
Yeah, only because I think of the bigger games. I think of Josh Allen.
Games, okay. Yeah.
And at this
Lamar
stage,
Jackson's 3-5 in the postseason.
Yeah,
Josh Allen 7-6.
I can't put you in the Hall 3-5 in the postseason. And some years it's the top seed. They've had good teams too. You know, it hadn't been his fault. Don't get me wrong. And he's a great player, and his career's not over. So we'll see where it goes.
Quarterbacks who are in the Hall of Fame: Joe Namath, 2-1 in the playoffs. George Blanda, 2-1 in the playoffs. Warren Moon, 3-7 in the playoffs. He's a Hall of Famer.
Wasn't he like number one passing yards when he retired though?
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Dan Fouts, 3-4 in the Hall of Fame. Sammy Baugh, 3-3 in the Hall of Fame. So yeah, it'll be interesting as this next wave of quarterbacks. Bob Greasy, 6 and Bob Greasy is the most, and I love Bob Greasy. I mean, but man, oh man, you want to talk about 6-5 in the post? He played on great teams. He was the benefactor, man. He threw
Greasy.
the ball. Yeah.
Well, look at Bradshaw.
10
His
times.
passing stats weren't great. He had big play. But now, in fairness, there's another thing, and this is a generational. If you're 25, 30 years old, you can't look at like the stats from those guys and apply to today's standards.
Jim
It's a
Kelly,
different game.
Hall of Fame, 9-8.
Yeah. Well, he went to 4 Super Bowls. I would put him in a heartbeat. If you go to a Super Bowl, it counts. I mean, the problem with Lamar and Josh Allen, they haven't even been to one. And you got to, if you're a Hall of Fame player at a position, you have to win titles, don't you? At that position? I mean, I know you don't. They put guys in that don't, but.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, we'll see how it pans out. Tim Tebow, 1-1 in the playoffs.
Well, there you go. Playoff
Shout
dynamo,
out.
They say.
Shout out. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's by the way, how about this stat? 44-year-old Phillip Rivers, more games with 65% completion percentage in 2 games than Anthony Richardson had his entire NFL career so far.
And if I had a game this week and you gave me the choice of the two, I'd take Anthony Can't Hit the Barn Richardson.
Yeah, and tell him to run.
You can't, right.
Yeah.
Phillip Rivers, the Colts should be penalized.
Well, I mean, he can't play. If he's on IR, he can't play.
No, not for AR. I'm just saying what are we doing, man? That is an awful state of the NFL that you got to go get a guy off of a coaching shorts at the age of 40 somewhere in Alabama who literally can't throw the ball with much more force than Hicken.
What?
Like this, seriously.
Why do you bring me up?
Because you're a quarterback. You fancy yourself a quarterback. You were a ball placement guy. You're never rifling it in there like, you
Very
know.
accurate, though.
Like Marino.
I never grunted, though, like when Phillip grunts when he throws.
Yeah.
And he has that.
And I don't like this either. Phillip finally starting to feel himself by the end of game 3. Reminded me of all the things about Phillip Rivers that annoyed me. Quit your screaming and yelling and arguing. You're 44. Your team stinks. Go back to the sideline, throw boy.
That was good.
He did, too.
Yeah. That was good. He's always been that way. Yeah, Steve Smith was a finalist last year for the Hall of Fame, but not this year.
Oh, him and Fred have come.
No Rodney Harrison, no Vince Wilfork.
Oh, no Vince.
Yeah, they didn't make it.
Wolfork's another one. Doesn't feel like a Hall of Famer to me.
What? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we just can't put them all in. I mean,
everybody can't get in.
And you look back at great players and you forget how short their supernova was.
Yeah.
You know, if it was all about being dominant, Priest Holmes would be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. There's some guys like that.
You know, that have a mojo. I mean, you know, it's got to be. But and I'm different. I give Eli Manning 1,000 times more respect and Hall of Fame consideration than Lamar. In a heartbeat, I'd give it to Ben Roethlisberger 1,000 times before I give it to Phillip Rivers. These guys are all in the same league, and some are winning titles and going to Super Bowls, and others are winning MVPs. Congrats.
Yeah. Oh, you know who? And we're bringing this up because Fred did not make the room this year, and we're ticked off about it. You know who had a terrible game last night? DJ Humphries.
Well,
I didn't know he was on the
Why
Rams.
does it feel like DJ Humphries has been in the league 25 years?
Yeah.
I was shocked he only entered in 15. I got to be honest.
Well, that's 10 years, bro.
Humphries was he was okay for the Cardinals for a lot of years.
Yeah. He's oof. They were killing him. I can't believe the Falcons are
just could have asked me at any point of the year.
This bad.
Yeah.
Record-wise.
Oh, I told you the kicker.
Everywhere
cost
I
them
look,
2
they
games.
got talent.
2 games the kicker cost them. They got 2 good edge rushers.
Yeah.
They got a decent secondary. They got a really good offense. The O-line is not terrific.
Not bad.
They don't have a quarterback. That's one. Penix is a bust.
He's a
Penix
bust?
sucked. Yes.
Wow.
1,000% in 3 years. He's not the quarterback of the Falcons. I mean, he's got given a lot of opportunity with a lot of talent.
They really got to be fired for that whole thing. We were right.
Both of them.
When all that happened and we
stupid.
sat here and questioned and it didn't make sense. Why would you sign this guy to this kind of deal and then turn around and not tell him and then draft a quarterback with a 10th pick?
8th.
Whatever it was, and you get it when you could get a football player who could help him. That was dumb.
Very.
Dumb to dumb.
Yeah, just dumb. And now you've got terrible coaches. They're just terrible.
Yeah.
When I tell you that Raheem Morris is the worst coach in the NFL's illustrious history. He's terrible.
Yeah.
And I know, you mean 7-9? No. If you should be 11-5 and you're 7-9, it's just as bad as you could be 6-10 and you're 2-12.
How many yards Bijan got this year?
A bunch now.
A bunch.
But he ain't leading the league. Right?
Well, that was before yesterday, but no, I don't think he is leading the league. Well, again, this is coaching. Look at his carries. I bet he's got fewer carries than anyone else in the top 10. They don't run him. They're idiotic. Last night at one point he had 9 for 111, bro.
Yeah, Bijan's got 272. He's
272 ain't much.
Cook has 307. Taylor has 309. Yuli Bulldozer has 287 even. A-Chan only has 238.
Okay.
Javante has 252. Kyron Williams has 247. McCaffrey has 303.
They don't run him enough. They're just terrible, and they're terribly coached. They're a pitiful organization, and it's just
With that said, we'll take a break.
Magnifies
Keep it rolling. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Speed.
45-50.
Talent.
How high can you leap?
Opportunity.
Just when they needed it most.
Listen for the Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game. Experience the universal difference on 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Blitz.
How good is that? How good is that?
Bank.
How good is that?
Text Blitz to 641-1010 now.
It's the Jaguars' final home game of the 2025 regular season, and you don't want to miss it. Join us for our fan appreciation game as the Jaguars face off against the Tennessee Titans in a can't-miss division matchup. It's your chance to cheer on the team as they take the field in their Prowler throwbacks for one last time this season. Secure your seats now and be a part of the action. Go to jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000.
At Hollis Pools, building a pool is personal. We sit down with you, listen to your vision, and bring your backyard dreams to life right here in Northeast Florida. Working with us doesn't feel like working with a contractor. It feels like working with family. Every Hollis Pools project supports Project Savior Outdoors, helping bring hope to our veterans. Visit HollisPools.com. Hollis Pools, your vision, your pool, your escape. License number CPC 1461233.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care? Totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Hey, Hickett here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology, reminding you to wear your sunscreen, man. That's what they want you to do, man. The Sunshine State brings some challenges out there, and if you're out there for a long time, fishing, playing golf, watching your kids play, working, man, get on a floppy hat, long sleeve dry fit with cooler temps, sunscreen if you need it. Listen, they'll take care of you. Nobody better than Dr. Boudreaux, Dr. Metz, Dr. Fader with the Mohs Surgery. It's a great place I go. Shout out to Solana Road. That's where I go for all my skincare needs. I had a hydrofacial there. Terrific. Get your wife a hydrofacial. You'll be glad you did. Listen, but take care of that skin. And if something does show up, then go online at beachesdermatology.com. Find the best location to serve you logistically, and you'll be glad you did. They'll take care of all your skincare needs. That's beachesdermatology.com.
Awaken 180 weight loss. Awaken 180 weight loss. Hacker here for the best weight loss program that I've ever been on. You know, I hear some of my friends telling me about this medication they're on or that medication they're on or this shot they're taking. And I stop them and say, well, wait a minute. I lost over 100 pounds doing it the all-natural way with Awaken 180 weight loss. There was no medications. There was no shot once a week. There was the coaching I received from Awaken 180. There's the plan they put me on, and you see the results. Over 100 pounds of weight loss in less than a calendar year. The coaching I got was phenomenal. Not only did it help me lose the weight, it's helping me keep the weight off now that I'm in the maintenance program. Awaken 180 is the best weight loss program I've ever been on, and I tried them all. Go to awaken180weightloss.com, awaken180weightloss.com, or call 844-346-1800.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, the cool down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since 1987.
All right, I'm going to cool down from this. I must just presume that sports' most unassuming superstar is Nikola Jokic. Because last night, he may have suffered a season-ending injury. We barely talk about it.
We
I mean, this guy
touched on it this morning, but yeah.
I mean, we touched on. I mean, you know, if the NFL's superstar Mahomes went down, and
Micah,
whatever, Shohei, Nikola Jokic is I'm told the best basketball player in the NBA. He wins MVPs all the time. He's won a world championship. He's a phenomenal basketball player. And he crumpled to the ground last night, and they don't think it's good. They don't think it's a good ending. Like, he may be out for the year.
I think the thought, at least initially in the news cycle, is just like the unknown, because you don't know that it's torn this or blown that. But, yeah, to your point, he's a boring superstar, Dan. As far as how good you are versus how appreciated and popular you are, there's a big gap. He's got the Duncan thing going there. And if you ask NBA players, name their top 10 favorite players or players to watch, he probably doesn't show up on the list. He probably doesn't, as good as he is. Trae Young is available for nothing. We just don't want him. So if anyone has a second rounder out there and you'd like to take on the $47.5 million 30% three-point shooter, he's all yours. The Hawks now officially 2-10 without Trae Young in the lineup, 13-10 with him in the lineup. So that's 15-20 if you're counting for a team that at one point was over 500. Very, very. By the way, early reports, no structural damage to the Jokic. So maybe that's what somebody's saying on the text.
Well, that'd be good.
Yeah,
I hope that works out for him.
Yeah, that's
you have a T-shirt to give away.
Yeah, we never gave the T-shirt away yesterday. Okay. I got 12 of them.
Okay.
So I mean, this is the last one.
Somebody said they're coming by for one. By the way, you got that?
That was the one. I saw that.
Okay.
I took care of them. But yeah, got one more. That's a dub T-shirt. As I did predict earlier in the season that the Jags would win 12 games, 12-5. And then I went back and watched the video again, and I gave them a L on the last game of the season to the Titans because I was like, because we're going to rest our players.
Oh, okay.
That's why I gave.
Well, we can't rest them.
In a year where we were all hoping to be 500, he had us resting players in the final weekend. So he was only part right. I wanted to cool down on something, by the way. I consider myself a candy connoisseur.
Yeah.
I've forgotten more about great candy than most people will learn. It is I who turns you on to the Charge Blow Pop Inside Out gumballs. With that being said, those little Starburst fruit chew dealies they brought in are the worst, dude. I've never been more disappointed from a product I thought I'd like to one that is.
Starburst on
you see Starburst. I want you something. And instead, you eat them, and they're like those little Welch's fruit chews. Is what you are. So Starburst, stay out of the fruit chew game and just stick to the good old-fashioned sugar candies if that's what we're going to do.
All right,
there
well
we go.
said. Before we head to break, how about some New York City headlines brought to you by our friends at Oceanside Cleaners, 2 locations that serve you. Man, nobody does it better than Oceanside. I'm telling you, nobody. They say if it's got fabric, they can clean it. That's their mantra. Michael P. Harris and his family have been doing this stuff for 35 years. You can go see their location in Ponte Vedra, their location on Southside. He'll show you around. He's so proud of them. They're so clean. And they free pickup and delivery. It's the easiest thing in the world. I got a little blue bag. They text me every week. They ask me, you got anything? I say Monday, Thursday. I put it outside. They come by, they get it, then they bring it back. It's that simple. And it's great. And I've been with them a long time, and I appreciate them, and you will too. They have service kiosks there. They opened a new location in St. Augustine. They did my cushions outside. Again, if it's got fabric, they can clean it. My outdoor furniture, and I don't have to get – I thought I was going to get new stuff. I don't have to get new stuff. It looks brand new. So anyway, Oceanside Cleaners, that's who you should use. Nobody better in all of Jacksonville, and that is a promise. Actual headlines from New York City. Snowbirds on hook for $60,000 in New York state taxes after panel doubts their move to Florida.
Yeah, I saw this. There's probably a lot of people that are doing that one.
Macaulay Culkin abides by strict set of rules for fans who approach him in public.
Here's an idea. I just won't approach you.
Seeking clues. New footage may be last time missing Texas teen was seen as cops refused to rule out kidnapping.
Well, she's, I think, 17 and disappeared out of nowhere. And
it's very sad. Cute little girl.
I would say kidnapping is the number one option.
Adored Syracuse University sorority sister remembered for selflessness dies in Massachusetts house fire.
Yeah. Man, there's not a great way to go, but burning to death would be high.
Tourist stabbed outside Bryant Park in disturbing random attack.
People are crazy, man. There's more and more crazy people. You can't walk down the road without keeping a head on a swivel for crazy guy coming.
CIA struck Venezuelan dock allegedly used for drug smuggling.
We're done messing. We're getting closer and closer to the capital, it seems. Feels like we're starting out the jet stream, and then we're moving closer to the coast. Now we've taken a dock. Next step, Caracas.
Venezuela may be a next state.
Well,
I don't know.
I'll have to ask. I'll be taking a couple Venezuelans to the game with me Sunday.
NASCAR stars.
Chat it up.
NASCAR star's dad dies in house fire, mother in critical condition.
Denny Hamlin's dad. Yeah.
A blank space. Eagle-eyed fans spot Taylor Swift in Wags group shot at Chiefs Christmas party.
It's news that a girlfriend goes to a Christmas party with her boyfriend.
You'll like this one even better. Why J-Lo isn't dating 1 year after Ben Affleck breakup.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of interest in that one. How old is J-Lo now? 50-something?
I think she's over 50.
We reached the sad part of these ladies' lives here where they try and hang on to dear life to sex symbol status instead of just evolving into mature, beautiful, stateswomen.
Very contentious. Man living with giant bear under his home threatens to sue officials. They should deal with it.
You should be able to call wildlife, I think, if you have a bear living under your house. That's not just a danger to you, to everyone in the. You ever been somewhere, like even in the North Carolina mountains, and seen the bears when they're just walking around? Yeah, it's scary. You go to like a Publix in Cashiers, North Carolina, and there's a bear climbing out of the dumpster.
Country star accused of copying Beyonce's Christmas NFL halftime performance.
I don't know what that performance is, nor the country star. So, was it this year, or did she do every year a halftime deal? You're in the Beehive.
I am.
QB Challenge. Ex-Giant claps back at Jackson Dart's father after wild jab at CBS analyst.
If you're a Giant, and they're clapping at, talking bad about your team, then you don't clap back at the guy you bitter. Who are you? Do we know what quarterback it is?
Jackson Dart and Danny Cannell. Deion Sanders goes Instagram official with 37-year-old actress girlfriend.
Carucci.
LaRucci.
Okay.
New me, Amy Schumer shows off 50-pound weight loss in Skims selfie.
Yeah, and then she's just typical like everyone else. They're body positive until they lose it and divorce their husband. Huh? It's amazing.
Backsliding, ex-Nickelodeon star is back on the streets, smoked meth during psych evaluation after hospitalization.
I got news for all you out there, recreational or not. When you get to meth, now you're at the end of the rope.
Changes your life.
You can't do meth. There's a lot you can't and shouldn't do.
Right.
I'll allow this or that or this mistake or this judgment lapse. When you get to the blue ice, baby, you're done. It's got you now. You don't have drugs anymore. Drugs have you.
This is the drill.
Wrap on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
Kids.
The drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Budweiser reminds us to drink wiser, like hydrating between beers. It keeps the fun going longer, and it's a commitment to responsibility. Remember, good times are ahead, so no need to overdo it. Know when to say when, and always designate a driver.
Flame Broiler, the Rice Bowl King, is turning up the flavor with new char wings. These wings are charbroiled, never fried, grilled to perfection for a big taste without the grease. Grab them as a 3-piece or 10-piece side, or make it a meal with a 6 or 8-piece combo, served with rice and a drink. Order pickup or delivery today from any of Flame Broiler's 5 Jacksonville locations, or call 904-619-2786. Flame Broiler. Bold flavor done right.
For over 55 years, Green Acres Sporting Goods has proudly served Jacksonville from the corner of Normandy and Hammond Boulevard. From archery to hunting and fishing, they've got the gear, service, and know-how to get you outdoor ready. Stop by their full-service archery pro shop and check out their wide selection of firearms. And while you're there, sign up for their weekly concealed weapon classes. You can find it all at greenacressporting.com.
Now, the Performance Painting High Performance Play of the Game. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
The vibe of the game showed that it would be gritty and not pretty in enemy territory for Jacksonville, but the Young Guns showed grace under pressure. In the second quarter, Trevor Lawrence would find the end zone on a 4-yard rush, making the score 10-7 with 5:38 left in the period. The Lawrence score is your Performance Painting Play of the Game.
Did you know that an annual coating inspection can extend the life of your building by years? Catching early signs like hairline cracks, fading, and moisture intrusion helps prevent costly repairs down the road and keeps your property looking its best. Our team at Performance Painting helps you stay ahead of maintenance with professional inspections and long-lasting coating solutions. Protect your building, protect your budget. Go to performance-painting.com to schedule a free inspection. Performance Painting, repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting! Your time matters, so why waste it sitting in a dealership for a basic oil change? At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, you're in and out in 15 minutes. No appointment needed, and you never leave your car. Rated 4.7 stars nationwide and #1 quick lube in America by Forbes, the experts at Valvoline will have you on your way quickly. And FYI, your warranty can't be affected by having Valvoline work on it. That's the law, no matter what other places may insinuate. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Quick, easy, done.
If you need a holiday gift idea, let Kuhn Flowers handle it for you. Hi, Flying Jacko here. Simply go online to kuhnflowers.com and look at the wide variety of floral and plant arrangements. That'll make someone's day this holiday season.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
So Hick and I were talking in the break. This is kind of dumb stuff I think about, ET, but if you watch football games, Dan, you'll see now just about every play, somebody's got the big foam helmet on.
Yeah.
Like the helmet cover.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me ask you this. In part, stupid things that I think. In part, why not? All right? Why wouldn't you put those big pillow helmets on your entire defensive line? Just to make it harder for the quarterback to see over you. I mean, you're adding like 4 or 5 inches of height there across the way. Say height, let everybody just stand there shoulder to shoulder like you're stopping a penalty kick in soccer or something. Just a thought when you see the Jags come out for the playoffs with the big poofy helmet. I can't get used to them. I hate the way they look.
I hate them.
Are you guys like me? When you watch it, does it just look like, even though you know it's not, that it's weighing his head? Do you feel like his head should fall forward? Like it's too heavy? Yeah. Those things probably weigh nothing. I wonder if they do it. Did we ever ask Doc about those things?
Yeah. Still, your brain.
Memorable.
Your brain.
Yeah, it's still going to move around.
Moves around. Brain moves around. That's what happens. It happens all the time. So, I don't know if they can ever solve that. It's a damn violent game, in case you didn't know. You know?
I've heard that.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen a little bit of it as well. I love we have these conversations, and then everyone in my group text all talk about what we talk about. Weigh in. I mean, stop. And I'm not going to do the Lamar argument again the rest of the day, Dan. We just had the Lamar conversation.
We're not doing that.
Not interested in texting the Lamar conversation.
We're not going to do anything.
I think we call that driving the narrative, I believe is what he.
Tell them if they want to come produce a show, they can come and
Yeah,
produce.
so the breaking news, the percolating news this morning, sadly, Fred Taylor not on the finalist list this year. So the guys that get into the room, 15 of them, he did not survive that cut from 25 to 15. Had he been in the room 2 years or just one, Dan?
No, he's been in a couple.
He's been in the room a couple years. I don't like that. I don't like going the opposite way in the process, but, we'll keep holding on that if the more and more analytics come into play and the more longevity, you're going to take the subjectivity out of it. You're going to have the top 30 rushers all time in the hall, and you're not going to have number 17 or whatever Fred is. It'll be rectified, but it will definitely not be this year.
E?
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnik. Nimnik Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Hello, Mike.
Good morning.
Tuesday edition of Jaguars Today upcoming. What's cooking?
What's the Lamar conversation?
The Lamar conversation.
It would be a Hall of Famer if it ended today.
Today?
Yeah, it's kind of close. That's why it was.
two-time MVP is
3 and 5 in the postseason.
No Super Bowl appearances. I wonder at quarterback if because he's not going to have Lamar's not one of those guys that the career is going to end and he's going to be anywhere near the top 40 in passing yards.
No, but he's a pretty unique player.
For sure. For sure.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Got in, but he's not done. So
that's true.
On we go.
Josh Allen, then same question as you spin off to that.
They're real similar.
Yeah, I mean,
a little more
I don't
successful.
See how you'd
yeah, they're real similar.
I mean, right. I mean, he has one less MVP.
Right.
He could have maybe put himself back in the conversation if they had
completed that pass.
Comeback. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't know.
It's not our problem, is it?
It isn't.
We're trying to get
Josh Allen might be our problem.
Well, he
in
very
a couple
well,
weeks.
That
our
kind of looks like it.
I don't. Yeah,
It's
it's
the way
hard
it seems
to
to be
imagine
headed.
he won't be.
Yeah.
So
if you're let me ask you this, Mike. Which of the 3 teams would you want to play?
Well, I mean, you've already
if you were hosting
the Chargers so badly that I would feel pretty good about the
That'd be the
matchup
one.
with them. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't go that route, but I think this team, the Jags, can beat anybody that you put in front of them, home or road. I'm not saying they will, but
correct.
We shouldn't look at them as a decided underdog against anybody.
Don't you feel as good about the Jaguars' chances this year, or better than the 17 and the 22 teams?
Yes,
me too.
Yes, going into the postseason. I mean, we were kind of I picked them to win in 22, but that was like, wow, all right, we got one. We're way ahead of schedule. First year of Doug Peterson. And this doesn't really feel like that. Now, if they had gotten in at 9-8 or 10-7, we might feel that way. So I think now you're going to be disappointed if they don't win a minimum of one playoff game and possibly more.
I will say this: before hindsight is 2020, we will look back with a big case of, man, that was an opportunity.
Right. Because
the Chiefs and Mahomes are going to be back. These guys they're going to be years where better teams with really good quarterbacks are playing better football, and the path will be a lot testier than. I mean, in this world, you win a wild card game, and then if it holds according to form, you go play a team that literally beat one team with a winning record all year. That's never the case in the playoffs for top seeds.
Yeah, it's kind of fluky the way the Patriots' schedule worked out. But
what do you got cooking today?
Check the tape Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
So there you go.
That's as good as it gets.
Thank you, Bijan Robinson, as well.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate you. Got one more championship.
Oh, you got one?
We got one more. Well, I got 3, but I would have had 2 if it wasn't for Bijan last night. And my opponent had Puka, and it was fantastic.
I had in the classic.
Was it close?
He was ahead pretty comfortably going into the night. I was ahead pretty comfortably at the end of it.
My legacy bad luck when it comes to fantasy was in play last night. I've got 2 sons. They're each in finals. One of them
passed it on.
Needs a big night from Matthew Stafford and Bijan Robinson. The other needs a smallish night from Matthew Stafford and Kyron Williams. So, of course, it middled. It was big enough, but not big enough, but so big that that beat the other one. So there you go.
Which son were you rooting for?
I didn't. I wanted one of them to win. I could ask for some money. Yeah, I want to ask for some money.
Well, have a great show.
All right, thank you.
Mike and Tony getting ready for Jaguars today. Jeff, our work is done.
It is. You continue to listen all week long for those cues to text and win your tickets as we blitz the bank for a division title coming up this weekend. And that'll do it here today on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
Time Swerve.
Swerve, ride.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This Sunday, we blitz the bank. All week long, listen for the Blitz the Bank sounder and text the keyword BLITZ for your shot at tickets to see the Jags take down the Titans.
641-1010.
It's a Jags ticket blitz. Let's fill the seats and blitz the bank.
It's an all-out blitz
all week on 1010XL. Or buy tickets now at jaguars.com/tickets.
Hey, David again here with Royal Pet Services. It's that time of year when rodents start making their way into our homes. Layson, tell them what they need to get in.
A quarter-size hole.
That's right. That's all they need. Hey, tell them where to go for a free attic and exterior inspection.
Visit RoyalPetServices.com.
The holidays are coming, and so is your family. Is your septic system ready?
Honey, why is the yard bubbling?